Yo, what's going on?
Hey, Pammer. Haven't seen you in a while, but I haven't been online in a while either.
It's true.
Anything new in game happened for the couple months I haven't been playing?
I finished getting all my relics.
Congrats. Yeah, I'm stick. I know next week the new thing is coming back on. So, is there anything I should catch up on, or
It's
should I be good to go?
it's delayed by 2 weeks. If you hadn't heard that news.
No, I hadn't, and I sadly booked time off on the 19th.
Yep, it's not coming out on the 19th. December
Well,
3rd is the new early access.
that sucks big time.
Yeah.
Why for the delay?
QA. They apparently couldn't get the final builds done in time for master QA to have enough time to go through the process.
Oh, okay.
So
But now I have 3 days booked off. I don't know what I'm going to do with.
I don't suppose it's too late to, or it's not too late to get that moved or something.
Oh, it's definitely too late to get it moved. I could probably cancel the time.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. I know a lot of people who had time off, but I didn't take any time off, but it was going to be like the best time for me to play anyway, and pushing it into December is going to make it so I have very little time to play for like the first month of it being out.
So can you tell me that as I continue to keep talking, the static goes away, or does it stay?
It's gone now on my end.
Well, I heard the static right at the beginning, but then like after like a couple of seconds, it went away.
Yeah, it almost seems like it's like a noise canceling feature or something like that. It's really weird.
Yeah.
I never had that before.
Sounds okay now, actually, but obviously no guarantees it stays that way, I know, but
Maybe it's my headphones and they got busted. I don't know.
Were you wanting to join Cutlife?
Yeah,
All right.
I unlocked Delta Escape 1 just now.
Sweet.
I can join if you want a handicapped person to be joining, but I'm playing one-handed right now, so
Why so?
because I burned my hand making dinner.
Oh,
No.
no. Well,
Like
if you go
really,
scholar,
like
then the fairy can do everything.
it's true, but not really. I don't know if I want to be responsible for people living with one hand.
Point, click, heal. Point, click, heal. Point, click.
But I'm used to doing everything with my left hand, and that's the one that's burned.
It's time to play with an MMO mouse, man.
I used to play with an MMO mouse, but I've used like 3 different ones from 3 different companies, and they all broke within like a year. So I don't trust them anymore, and so I'm not gonna ever buy another one.
Oh, what?
Corsair is the way to go, man.
I tried that one. That one also broke in the exact same way as all the other ones. So
What is this?
the MMO mice.
I think I've
They
seen
have-
the common denominator here.
They have. I mean, it might be me, yes, but it's just that like some of the side buttons tend to like then just start to double click a lot.
So the more important question is, how did you burn yourself cooking dinner?
I had a pan in the oven and I pulled it out with the oven mitt and everything, and then I had it on the stove for like a couple minutes, and then went to go do something, and I just grabbed the handle, and
Oh yeah,
that'll burn you. coming out of 400-degree oven, only sitting there for a couple minutes. That handle's still burning hot. So it's like my entire hand too. But if it looks only superficial, there's no blisters or anything, and just redness, and but it is in pain, and so
Yeah,
now I have it like all wrapped and stuff.
the worst thing I ever had was I had to change the temperature sensor on the coolant inside of an engine,
Yeah,
and I went to go do it, and I didn't know that the car had just been driven recently.
yeah,
The engine wasn't so hot to the touch, but the coolant inside was still pressurized. So
Yep.
as soon as I loosened it, all the coolant blew out straight onto my like arm, face, and chest, and I
yeah.
got like second-degree burns. It was awesome.
Yeah, I don't even think this is a second degree. I think this is just a first degree. It's just really, really painful because it's on the hand. So that's
Oh yeah, totally. The hand is just super sensitive.
yeah.
Well, it could have been a lot worse. You could have somehow burnt your jumbly bits.
It's true. Not nearly as bad as the third degree sunburn I got when I was a kid at a water park. And we were camping, so I was sleeping on the ground that night. I had no really good opportunity to get anywhere, and I didn't even know I was burned that bad until the morning. Wake up in the morning with all these blisters on my back.
What, from like the water park?
Yep, for the third degree sunburn.
Yeah. Growing up in Miami, I saw plenty of that stuff, especially the tourists. What is Eek talking about? The X kill amount objective.
Leave quests.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice anyone was talking about lead quests.
They weren't. He is.
Got it.
I try to pretend that that term doesn't exist anymore.
What term?
Leave quest.
Leave quest.
I don't know if I've ever actually run a lead quest.
Gotta do them for the coffee biscuits.
Yeah,
Free money.
for coffee biscuits.
I don't even do it for that anymore either, but
You have to do a whole bunch of them for the ARR relic.
it's true.
What is a leaf quest?
So there's a quest in like every single town about the lead quests of that town. The lead quests of Ishgard, lead quests of, blah, blah, blah. And it's basically like dailies.
Yeah, they're repeatable quests.
You get 6 allowances a day, 3 every 8 hours. Or every 12.
I've
I'm
had
sure you've
100
done
for
or
like
seen
6
them.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
That's
never
fair
do
enough.
them.
I spammed up 500 for my title and never again.
It's a decent way to level crafting. Not nearly as good as
Right.
other ways currently, but like right now, there's way better ways to level crafting. But
Whoa! I just glitched through to the top.
it's like probably the third best way to level crafting anyway. Maybe fourth way best.
Who cares about anything except the best way?
Ishgard Restoration, sure. Technically, Grand Company turn-ins are faster, more experience, or like easier and more experience for less time. But like
Oh, definitely.
you have to do it. You have to do it over a period of time rather than like Ishgard Restoration. You can do all at once.
I'm still mulling over which the method I want to do to level Reaper.
What, from 70 to 80?
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna double Wondrous Tales to get to 71 instantly. But then after that, I don't know if I'm gonna do.
Yeah, the second Wondrous Tales isn't really all that instant, but I think that'll
Well-
actually take some time on your. I would do the you do one Wondrous Tales and then you do the setup of your Grant Challenge log, and then like where you can have like 4 completed dungeons and 4 roulettes or 2
Yeah.
roulettes, and then if you do 1 roulette, it'll get you there, and that gets you to 71.
I keep seeing people talk about that, but it's like I can just one shot level 50 extreme primals in like 4 seconds.
I mean, fair. You still have to do it 9 times, and
That's not. I think.
as long as you
it's
have
for
all your
shorter.
retries aligned, then I guess I like as long as you have your retries maxed, then that'd
Which
be
with
okay.
how many new people you have that are playing these days, that's easy.
Yeah.
So, curious story-wise, the only Reaper we've run into so far was the guy at the end of Shadowbringers, right?
Well, technically, our characters have not ran into any Reapers yet.
Yeah.
Wait,
There's
the guy, the general from Yulemore,
He wasn't a Reaper.
no.
but he had a site.
He was just Ranji.
something- oh, okay.
NPC powers.
Okay. I thought because I thought you always like, for instance, they introduce Gunblade after introducing Gunblades in the story, right?
No,
So I
they
thought
don't. They don't have any type of pattern like that. They just introduce whatever they want.
If you look on the website for Reaper, there's like some story about it. Like there's like a tribe in like the mountains or something like that. That's where we're gonna learn it from. Like it's on the website. I forget the exact story, but
yeah, most
An angry
NPCs
botanist.
don't necessarily have a exact associated job. Some do, but a lot of them don't.
yeah.
okay.
Just like Alice A is technically a red mage, but she's an NPC
But she has other
red
skills
mage.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ishtella is like sorceress, which is black mage, but with some slight change.
They have kind of moved them more into like actual jobs as they're like introducing jobs and saying like, oh, this person is like whatever.
And then there's Graha, which is as close to you as possible. He could just do whatever.
Yeah.
You want me to tank? I'll tank. You want me to heal? I'll heal.
But yeah, Ranjit
Who's
doesn't have
Elros?
any associated job. He was just Ranjit.
I was just curious. He's the only guy I've ever seen with a full sight.
Yeah.
Well, Xenos.
Now
Oh,
he never
now.
used a scythe until like he just picked it up though. So
You still see him with it though.
that's true.
But we haven't seen it with it yet.
Our character has not, but we have.
Yeah.
I have just canceled my Disney Plus account
Oh no!
Ew,
Why?
why?
because I pretty much watched everything I currently want to.
Did you
But
watch
they just
Shang-Chi?
released a whole bunch.
Yeah.
I have not watched Shang-Chi, but I'm not willing to spend the $30 to watch it.
No, it's
I can.
it's
No, it's free
there
starting
is
Free
no
now,
today.
yeah.
Yeah. I was just
Start-
watching it. Now.
Shang-Chi just released today for free, and Jungle Cruise became free as well.
Yeah.
Oh well, I can download them, watch them.
Well, that's a different story, sure. But
Yeah, I was going to say, then you don't have to pay for any subscriptions if you were
Alright.
willing to go that route.
So I think we got everyone that's interested in going. Do we want to go with what we got and unsync it,
Unsync.
or
Yeah.
do we want to, or
or you can
we can
run it with
still
a regular
unsync
group.
but recruit other people through Party Finder, or we can just Duty Finder.
I'm good with
I
whatever.
don't care.
Like,
Except
four
we
was
do
it?
have a blue mage.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna change.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then do you want me to heal? And then
Sure.
Okay.
And I can be Tinky Tinky.
I'm gonna wander away. I'll probably be back in about a week and a half.
Okay. So I am not noticing a huge difference with this channel. Are you?
Not really.
Other than the fact that I suddenly have static that I didn't have before. I don't know if
I
that
was
was me.
just thinking that. Here,
I'm actually curious later to switch to another and see if it still happens.
I was gonna do that right now. Hello? No, it sounds the same. Hello?
Hello?
Sounds the same.
Does it sound any better?
I'm
I don't know. I think it all sounds the same.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I
I
guess
don't-
my question is about the static that I
Right.
was having.
Well, I hear it in everywhere. I heard it both places.
Oh, okay. Damn it. All right.
I mean, I
cool.
don't hear static with your voice. I hear it in my earphone. But that could just be the area. There is a waterfall.
Do you hear it when I have my mic active, though?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't really hear static from you anymore. I heard it right at the beginning, but not recently.
Oh wait, I've made the classic blunder. I let you guys convince me to run 01 again.
I thought it was don't get involved in a land war in Asia.
Yeah, the static I heard was just the running water. I'm glad that's gone.
Okay.
I hate this guy so much. I didn't want to see him again.
Can someone remind me what we have to worry about?
Damage.
Just yeah,
Okay.
stay away from the fireballs. They explode.
Yep. 2
And-
damage.
And whatever you do, please do not drop lightning on me, otherwise I will get like extremely triggered. That's
This is all like super easy on normal.
yeah.
Wes, I have to tell you, the other day I stayed home from work, just I wasn't feeling real good, and I found a Titan party to join, and it was just sort of a pickup group, so I was just trying to like help them along, doing call outs and like teaching them some of the stuff. And at one point, one of the people goes, "Grumbreaker, what is your skill speed?" He's like, "You just let loose." I was like, "Yeah, my skill speed's pretty high."
But I feel like that's kind of standard.
I mean, I said, I mean, they were pickup groups, so, but yeah, I just said I selected the fastest skill speed recommended, and I did that.
Yeah.
What are you at? 1535 or
1437. I mean, yeah, I don't know if I'm at the highest, but I was like the highest recommended.
What's your GCD right now?
I think it's like 238,
Yeah, that's plenty fun.
239.
Yeah. 239, yeah.
I think mine's 237.
Yeah, 237 is what I used to have it at, and then I got rid of a bunch of skill speed. I was like, I don't need this much.
I'm at 237 with my red mage, just with gear that sucks. So, or the gear that I'm not didn't try to like stack it with or anything. By the way, playing by clicking actions is not as easy as I would like it to be.
Whenever I watch streamers do that, I don't understand how they do it.
It mostly doesn't help that I can't exactly move and cast at the same time right now.
At least you're not playing like a ridiculously high APM class.
No, I tried to pick one that it wouldn't matter on that much. Still is going to matter a little bit. I'm not going to do max DPS, but
So are we farming? Are we looking to watch the videos? Are we?
Nope.
we're just
This-
unlocking
This
stuff
is for
you right
story, so enjoy the cutscenes.
now. And for me to do something that's I can do without using my left hand.
That can be done in public.
Correct.
Are these cutscenes watchable in the house?
They should be. All the cutscenes are watchable somewhere else, but don't worry about it. None of us are in a huge
Yeah.
hurry right now.
No. Literally, the whole point of me hosting this was so people could get the story.
And we'll have some other people joining us in a bit, but they only needed the later stuff anyway, so
Yeah, and there's nothing for us to farm here. I mean, it's just I'd rather farm the Savage where you can get the dyeable gear.
yeah.
Where it's 12 total bosses, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Levels. Yeah.
And there
so-
are going to be some like in solo duties that you have to do, so you might have to drop the group every once in a while. But
Yep,
Yeah, I think that's at every 4, isn't it?
I think
I
so.
don't- I don't actually remember.
Yeah, at the end of each tier boss.
I did all of these like I did the normal raids as I was finishing the that expansion, so it's been a while since I did this one.
Actually, I only just finished show 12 like 2 weeks ago. I think it was sitting in my like I did 011 and then it was just sitting in my quest log for a month.
To be fair, it does take a while to queue for that, because I remember when I did it, it took like literally an hour and a half as a healer to find a queue for that.
Oh wow!
So
I don't think it took me that long. Like I think maybe it took me 12 minutes, 15 minutes. But
no, that's not that bad.
we one
But
shot it then. So
I just don't think a lot of people are queuing for that. I mean,
Nah.
people don't even queue for normal raid roulette that much. So
well, unless they're trying to do the relic stuff,
yeah,
and then you just get 01 and 03
Yeah, but
over and over and over again.
yeah. But I even did this before the relic. So
Yeah, so Kelly, in that fight, what I was talking about with the lightning, so like during the ice phase, I would literally go stand at max range on the opposite end of the arena from where the boss was,
mhm.
and somebody, every single run of the 30 runs that I had to do, someone would slide all the way across the arena just
light-
to drop the lightning on
Damn
me.
it! I should have done it.
The lightning is after the ice is gone, though. You can move easily to knock
And-
it to
I'm
not
good.
overlap lightning.
Not the first one.
No, it goes off after the ice is gone, though. So you have a little bit of time to move.
Yeah,
I'm
like
ready for
I was on top
number
of
2.
Paramer and I just stood there until the ice went away.
Yeah,
I guess maybe they were like animation. lock
people are just bad
sliding.
at like not overlapping AOE's. Like I don't know what it is, but
Or people just panic whenever thin ice comes out.
yeah. All right, I think Caleb said he was ready.
I literally just learned how to do the one mechanic in this fight, like, again, probably 2 weeks ago. Because I was just so frustrated about always getting hit by the... where it, like, double overlaps and you have to go into the center.
Yeah.
I was like, where is there a safe spot? Where? I don't see one.
I love everyone like, what, you're doing Savage?
No.
For Savage Omega, would you have to do it sync to have get the stuff? No.
To get what stuff?
The dyeable gear.
No.
No.
No drops are ever affected by that. Except like the only time it's like that is like tomestones or whatever, like the Moogle
Right.
tomestones. You have to do synced, but none of the normal drops are ever affected by that.
I need to gear up so I can finish the post Shadowbringers expansion. I can't. I have to go into what's the raid?
For Shadowbringers?
Grand Cosmos. It's like the first one after Shadowbringers,
That's
and
fine.
I don't have enough of a item level yet.
Oh, I need to do something here, don't I? I'm probably dead.
Oops. Yeah, I forgot. And it's great that the red mage and the healer are both dead.
I'm up.
Sorry, I thought it was just me alive.
Hey, what's going on?
You know, same old mischief, different day. Stressful week at work, so decided it was time for some more diet and therapy.
That sounds about right. You don't want to join us for some Omega?
I have not unlocked it yet, and I don't want to hold you guys up while I try and figure out how to get it unlocked.
That's
You
the
wouldn't
entire
hold
point
up?
is that we're trying to get people to
Go to
get it
if you
unlocked.
have you finished Stormbringers?
I'm on
Stormbreeders.
4.2.
All right. So if you go to Ralger's Reach, right where you teleport in,
Oop,
Biggs
wrong
and
spot.
Wedge are there. And if you talk to, I think it's Biggs, they have a quest, the Hunt for Omega.
I do think I picked that one up, actually.
So all you're going to do is basically go there, do some talking, like go through a quick like 3 combat personal instance, and then it'll be unlocked.
I was like, I'm gonna tactician just in case he decides to cleave.
Who even needs a healer?
No one when you're level 80 at max geared, doing unsynced.
Thanks for the hearts, though.
Your health regens faster than he damages you. That's hilarious.
Oh, he's got Aurora on.
So there's really no reason to loot, is there?
I mean, if you want the
If you
gear.
want
It's
stuff.
not. Honestly, there's not no reason.
I
Your
guess
company
those,
seals.
I don't care to get any of the stuff. So, but that doesn't mean there's no reason to loot.
I was going to say all those tokens in the chest. Like, what are they? What are you
You can
using
turn them in
for?
for the gear.
Oh, okay.
So like, it's just not like Zoot was saying. It's just not the dyeable gear like in Savage, but
You said it's in Ralgar's reach, right? Search for Omega. Or hunt for Omega, I got
The
it,
hunt
yeah.
for Omega, yeah.
I thought this was a nice change of pace from Mount Farms. Although I only need one more mount.
Which one?
Suzaku. Then I have all past CX trial mounts. Then I just have to work on Shadowbrainers.
Ready for 3.
I would definitely be up for joining you on Emerald.
so we're gonna join.
I invited Ezra, but I
Sindel.
didn't see Sindel.
In the cut
Or
that
no?
first cutscene right
Alright,
now.
cool. No problem.
Yeah, we can wait.
Sid and Neo are looking down at the pit of ooze.
I don't want to get down from here because I don't know if I'll be able to get back up.
So what is the method to get up there now?
I don't know. I glitched through the tower.
It's
Yeah,
just
you
a
just gotta-
jumping
yeah,
puzzle.
You can jump up the whole thing, but it's not particularly like it's not the easiest thing in the world. But
Yeah, I was about where that blue thing was, and I jumped into the tower, and all of a sudden I was on top of it.
yeah. Oh yeah, they were gonna join us too, weren't they? Ezra and
Who was the other one?
it's the other Lionheart.
Oh, gotcha. Julix.
I'm just no clipping through the tower now. I can't even.
Oh, is the Omega one there where you get Alpha?
Yeah,
Yay!
Yeah, it's the best
Spoilers.
that's like
I agree.
just
That
you
is a
meet
good
Alpha.
bet.
You
Now
meet
you
Alpha
know-
like right away though, right? Or
Now you know why I said Quay. Julix.
All right, we'll go back and do. Actually, Sindel, we're gonna do 3 real quick. Then we'll get you. We'll do this. We'll
Yeah,
do 3
you
and
guys-
4, and then we'll dump Caliph, get you, and then we'll go through 1 through 4
Yep.
again.
Okay.
That'll be the easiest way.
While I do my solo part. Just another opportunity for you guys to get lightninged again.
And Zoot, I earned enough irregulars to get my pretty purple. So you don't have to worry about me with regards to that extreme version of Nidhogg.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The bird.
I kept begging for a mount run to try and get that one.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
the purple bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was happy to see that was on the vendor. I'm like, yay, I don't have to deal with RNG.
I got Wreath of Snakes mount yesterday.
Nice.
So now I just have Tsukiyomi left.
Have fun with that one.
I got it in,
77
like-
totems, man. 77.
I like joined a run last night. It's like, okay, I have all night. Like I joined at like 7. It's like, okay, I have all night to do this. I can just keep running this until I get it. And then I got it on the 3rd run. Was the first person in the group to get it.
Just like Suzaku.
Then I stayed for another half hour, and I'm like, I'll stay for like a while to help these guys out. And then it like dissolved after a half hour. It's like, okay, thank God I got mine. Yeah,
You try.
you're right. Same as Suzaku, where I got it first, and it was like within like the first couple of runs. And I don't stack because I have the marker.
I mean, a party full of tanks can demolish this, so I think we'll be alright.
Oh yeah, I know. Still try and do the mechanics properly, even if I don't need to.
Shucks. What happened with that board?
I
Huh?
need to go dump some poetics.
Oh yeah,
What
I'm
do you
capped.
What do you buy with poetics when you're capped?
Relic stuff. Just
I just let him stay capped.
just because like the Heaven's Word ones require like it's like 20,000 poetics per relic. So as long as I'm just buying stuff, then
That is insane.
I'm not like trying to grind them actively. So
I'm just thinking the people who have been. It's
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
well, there's other ways to get them that aren't poetics that are like easier to do in a grindy way, but like you couldn't do it passively. The poetics are a good passive way to do it, so Like I'm probably not even doing it like optimally because I just go and buy like I like choose one of the things at random to buy, and I think some of them I could do it in better ways, but I'm good to go, by the way, whenever.
Just waiting on Khalif.
Yep.
And then we'll
What?
boot him and get Sindel.
They're like an old married couple.
Ooh.
Sid and Nero.
Yeah.
Oh.
They really are.
Don't let Jenny hear that.
Especially in that in this whole story, yes. I agree.
Yeah, I mean they're totally like yeah,
They're
grumpy old men.
the classic scientific rival movie trope. Like
Nero's
so.
just a simp.
He is absolutely a simp. All right, I'm ready for 4.
It's getting so close.
Yeah, and I can't even have you buy me any of this relic stuff because it's all untradeable stuff. So
What's the stuff for the Heaven's Ward relic? Is that like the bomb core stuff or whatever?
that's the 4 unidentifiable things.
Yeah.
I can get to the vendor and look again, but Aether
that's-
oil. The Aether oil is a good one.
Yeah, I think I have the unidentified items.
That's what's up.
I wouldn't be opposed doing some Savage of this tonight too if we get through the normal for everyone.
Yep. That'd be fine.
I think that'd be fun.
So what we could do if you want is I drop, you take him through the 4, and then I just wait, and then we can sync it all up.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wait, what?
So like for instance, we don't run the next 4 until Sindel's caught up.
Oh, yeah. Oops. The tanks are beating each other. I was listening and not paying attention.
Don't
No!
run off the edge.
That's one way to get rid of it.
Oh dear.
I just saw her ran directly off the edge.
At least it's one of those that puts you back up on the platform.
I think that's
Sephiroth.
most of them, except like it was the trials that didn't do it.
Yeah, Sephiroth.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I did that, it was healed, and my other healer died on like the first knockback. So
Oh, I was supposed to keep moving for that, wasn't I?
I think so.
The classic ice.
sorry guys, I got.
I like how each element in this game has like a classic like raid mechanic. Like fire, you can't move, can't do anything. Ice, you have to keep moving. Earth has the radial AoEs.
lot of people complain about it being repetitive. I mean, I like it because it's consistent.
Yeah. I mean, that's what MMOs are.
Yeah.
They all have repetitive mechanics. That's just. I don't know if I have this minion. I do.
Hey.
Sindle's in a cutscene.
Oh wait, are we doing one again?
Yeah, if we're picking Sindel up now, so.
I need to go on blue then.
Sorry,
Look.
guys, I'm a slow reader.
It's okay.
Dyslexia sucks ass. Sorry, this wasn't PG. I forgot about that.
I'm just a slow reader without dyslexia, so. When I was a kid, it would take me 5 minutes to read one page. And by a kid, I mean like when I was like 14.
Yeah, same.
So, I'm faster than that now, but not by much.
Dude knows the deciding factor of how long it takes me to get through a cutscene or not.
I do. Oh. If it has Mithras in it.
I'm wondering if I should take tank mimicry just so then I don't, like, get exploded.
So these cutscenes that are happening that I'm going through, are these things that I could watch in the book thing in the in-room and save you guys from waiting on me?
You don't. Nope. Because the whole point of doing this is so people can get the story. So don't worry about us. We're doing it for you. It's not like you're holding us up because we're trying to get to something.
Yeah.
And the whole point is there's, even though this is somewhat older content, it's supposed to have a very tight link to the story.
I don't
of
know about
Endwalker.
very tight, but
Well,
I mean, I
it's,
think they're
it's
just
supposed
they're
to
just
reference it.
I think that it's gonna reference everything, but it's gonna tie everything up somehow. So
yeah, it's just someone asked Ishikawa because before Shadowbringers came out, unprompted, they said we highly recommend you run Crystal Tower
Crystal.
raids, and
Yeah.
people are like, "Whoa, okay." So of course now someone asked the question, "What do you recommend people run?" And she was like, Omega raids and coils."
yeah,
Plus, I mean, Omega has some minor significance with
like
even Shadowbringer.
Sid is almost certainly gonna be a major player in Endwalker.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
dragons will too.
Yeah,
I think that's why one of the reasons why Omega was mentioned.
yeah,
Because I wouldn't be surprised if some of the next story sort of delves into like Maricidia and all that.
yeah.
Because that doesn't really have anything to do with Hydaelyn other than she gave Midgar more safe passage. That was
Sure.
about it.
Just remember that Sindel's not gone through Shadowbringers yet.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I wanted to stop before we go too far into Hydaelyn conversation.
I mean, that's all. I mean, that's like Heaven's Word, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
Free.
yeah, but what I was gonna say is like there's too much that goes on with Hydaelyn and Shadowbringers in case we kept talking about that.
Well, now you're spoiling it.
Be quiet.
Just by bringing it up.
Thankfully, I'm paying so much attention to what's going on, I'm missing most of what you guys are saying.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
I just found the level checker for the first time in the weird cube.
I do find it funny, like if I'm watching a stream or something, and the streamer sees something brand new, they have no context for it, they have no idea what it is, they're just like, wow, that looks cool. And then people are like, spoiler, 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 because of this reason. They're like, well, now it's a spoiler because now I know what it is.
Yeah.
They're like, if you just would have been quiet, I never would have known it was a spoiler. There is a
Yeah.
lot of truth to that.
The last couple of times Jenny's been able to be on, we're just wrapping up 5.0 with her, and like she's going through several cutscenes, and I'm just like, I can't say anything. Like, she's not gonna get any of this because she doesn't have the context clues that you get later on.
Like in one stream or something, they were just asking for videos, and it was the short video with the stack marker with the guy running away with the stack marker. And I thought it was funny, and I was like, "There's no spoilers in it," and people were like, "That was loaded with spoilers." I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" They're like, "It shows a city." It's like, showing a city is not a spoiler. The fact that we go to Kugane is not a spoiler. That was like all over the promotional material. It was the whole point of the expansion.
I had a guy in a... Go ahead, sorry.
I was just gonna say, are people gonna say that going to the moon is a spoiler now? That we're going to the moon?
I mean, they hinted at it in Heaven's Ward.
Yeah.
I had a guy yesterday just talking about running away with the collapse or with the stack icon. I had a guy the other day in a run who literally messed up every single mechanic in the entire run. Like, he hit everything, including on this when he got the stack, he kept running away as everyone tried to run at him. It was hilarious.
Why are you running?
The arrows are in. The arrows are in.
And the worst part is, this was a level 80 instance. Like,
Yeah,
this
you
guy
must have.
has to have seen these mechanics before.
Yeah, there's required dungeons before that you
Yeah,
would
probably
have seen.
story boosted.
Well, yeah.
Even if you boost to 70, and you still have to run a bunch 70 to 80 that would have all those mechanics.
Well, unless that's the first time you're seeing them is in the 70 to 80.
Where were the eels?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking of. What fight was it that this happened in?
God, okay, I can't spoil it. It's
all
the
right.
last instance of Shadowbringer's main story.
Yeah.
Like, before the raid.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you say raid, you mean trial, right?
Or yeah, the trial, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So, Jess and I ran that for some quick, tombstone. Both of our DPS that was their first time running it. It was not a quick run. We died to, the rest of us other than Jess died to the final apocalypse mechanic because we ran out of platforms.
Oh yeah.
And then
yeah.
Jess had to solo like the last 30-some% of the boss as paladin.
I wiped a couple times just because our DPS check wasn't good enough on that. But like, again, the stack mechanics, if there was when the things would like spawn on opposite sides of the floor and like, pointing across the field and you had to get between them, he would stand directly in the middle of one of the beams.
Yeah, and those are not forgiving mechanics.
No, they're not.
How do you like my blue mage getup?
Very nice. Inferno jacket, but let's make it blue.
Well, it's blue mage, you have to.
Yeah. Well, I had to make mine indigo since I can't dye the hat.
And then I have a red weapon. Blue clothing, red weapon.
Is the red one like the harder one to get?
Yeah, you have to beat the 31st trial in under 6:30 or something like that.
6:30, yeah,
jeez.
or yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I still have to fight.
Without getting hit by any of the avoidable mechanics.
Oh jeez.
Oh, I didn't even know about that part.
Yeah.
I beat 25 dude on the first run, or
Yeah, my first time through the carnival, I only fought the bosses I needed to for the job quest.
Same.
I was just doing it for completion's sake.
Well,
at
I
the
went back and did that, yeah.
or I think I'm at the final set of them.
Yeah, you want to do all of them anyway for Angel's Whisper.
Yep.
But
Yeah, I still need to get back.
Well, you
Or
only need the
almost all
first
of them.
30 for Angel Whisper.
not even the first 30, any 30. But
Any
yeah,
well, there's only
Well, there's-
31.
correct.
And you
But
done 31.
But I
or
haven't
you've
done
30.
I haven't done number 29. That's the one I
Oh,
haven't done
yeah,
yet.
okay, yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. I understand what you're saying.
Because there's no reward for me doing 29, so I haven't yet.
Yeah, I need to do
I don't remember which one that is.
level 30 boss.
I don't even know if it's. I don't even think it's gonna be hard. Like, I mean, I'm sure it'll be as hard as some of the surrounding ones, but
There were
I
a
could
couple
do
that
it.
were
I
pretty
just-
hard.
yeah, I'm sure I could do it. I just haven't. I just haven't.
Yeah. I had a good like 4 days where that was nothing. I did nothing but that.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Blue Mage, I was watching Daniel try to get Shock Strike the other day, and I felt really bad for him because I realized he doesn't have Basic Instinct.
Oh, he
Oh.
needs to get Basic Instinct.
Yeah,
Good.
I haven't gotten a chance to play with him since then.
Yeah, so get him Basic Instinct. That's the best.
But yeah, like he was getting removed at like 60% and then dying, and
like-
he's just like, oh, I guess I'm not capable of doing this right now. And I looked at his bar and I'm like, he doesn't have Basic Instinct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not gonna solo that without that. There's just no way.
It's such a drastic difference. Yeah, going from only being able to get removed to 60% to then being able to solo the burn.
Good on you for that, man. I didn't even want to
I
try.
mean-
I watched a video on it. I was like, no, thank you.
Yeah, I haven't soloed. in
I
a lot of
hate-
dungeons, but
I hate that final boss with such an absolute passion.
The spell is cool though.
I
Yeah.
understand. I hate that boss.
And to solo that as Blue Mage, like whenever he does his like Ice Tomb mechanic, you have to do like three or four globals in a row while moving, and if you mess up at all, you just die instantly. So it's like,
I'm actually, it's funny. Now that we talk about it, I'm waiting to hear Sindel when he runs that. I think that to me is the most not abysmal, but the most painful dungeon I've run in this entire game.
Worse than Aurum Vale?
Aurum Vale just has a bunch of mobs. Like it's not horrible.
Oh no, now I can't even jump on it. I just go right through it.
yeah, you just walk away far enough, and then the no clip turns off. The way I figured it, you don't start on the tower. You jump on like the Leviathan Arch.
What's the instance that you have to save the goblins in the huts?
Brave Fox long stop.
Yeah, Brave Flock. Yeah, that's my daughter. My daughter's sitting here going, I hate that one.
Aw.
I love Brave Fox. Brave Fox. I mean, I hate it now because I ran it like 48 times in a row for one of the Heavensward relics, but
Here, Zoot.
hard technically. I don't know if you're talking about hard or regular, but
Jump on this side of the arch,
you can definitely start from the bottom. But
and then over onto the thing, and then up.
I don't think I could do it one-handed, so I'm not gonna try and climb it right now.
I think I just got lucky before. I was literally just jumping into it and it Teleport me to the top.
I feel when at 70 I can heal for more than a level 80 white mage. I mean, I'm cheating, but
I should be doing the Kugani Tower. I haven't done that yet. I'm not very good at it.
I've gotten like pretty close and then failed.
I watched someone do it while they were on break during a new COD stream.
What's this achievement that I accidentally got? Cumulative 1 million MGP from mini cactbot. Okay then.
Now, dude, if you jump back onto the arm railing on the, like on top of the railing, and then you can go for the one that's like right below me.
Okay, Delta Skate 1.0 is unlocked. I'm gonna make a quick pit stop before we dive into this, though. I'll be right back.
Ooh, I almost ran off the side. Oh my goodness.
Man, I almost went into that solo quest as a healer. That sucks.
I did it as a healer.
I don't know how people run the main story as a healer. Those
I ran the
personal
main-
instances suck.
I ran the main story as a healer. I didn't even unlock another class other than Scholar until I completely finished Shadowbringers. Which is not probably the recommended way at all to do it, but
Yeah, I mean, I've only made that mistake because I was maining Summoner, and then I would flip to Scholar for dungeon access. You know, whenever you had the queue, and then a couple times like I would get out of it and then have to run like a personal thing and forget that I was still a Scholar. Oh, I hated that. The DPS sucks so bad.
it's not that bad.
Actually, I did the which one was it? The Stormblood, that fight with Xenos. I did that as a Scholar. I hated that thing.
Yeah, that was cool.
I wonder in this perfect world why Omega's little monitors are all like rusty, old school tube TVs. They look something straight out of Fallout.
We meet again, Sneaky Boy.
Danger Doodle.
Like, explain to me the like physics and like aerodynamics of this thing flying.
It makes about as much sense as the background.
I guess you're right. The first one you have to, you do have to slide to for the lightning. I was thinking the second one, but still, that first one, plenty of space.
Yeah, like I'd be completely on the other side, like farther than Simba. And
Yeah.
still come and drop one on.
Oh,
If you want loot, I don't think anyone else is rolling on it, so.
Anything worthwhile in this loot these days? Ooh,
Hmm.
orchestration. It said cast my lot, but I don't have a thing to cast lot for. There's no loot bubble.
You might have gotten it all.
Yeah, you probably already looted it.
Oh, okay.
If you were the last one in there.
I am. Time to turn in.
Be right back.
Shouldn't it be, if you're Dragoon, you should have like a bonus to jumping puzzles?
Technically, you should just be able to blast yourself to the top of the tower.
Yeah, where's my super jump?
Oh, you mean like this? Wait, as per our spoiler conversation earlier, is quoting Estinian the spoiler?
Back, by the way.
I don't know. Oh my goodness.
Wait, what? Blaze deals ice damage to target and all enemies near. What?
$18 people on. What happened to the days when we had like 50?
They'll be back soon. The entire FC will be on.
I say it's definitely like in the like waning weeks right now where it's like it's been so long since anything new has come out.
Ah, you made a moon joke.
Not I mean, yes. It's a common phrase.
I know.
But yes, it's true.
Oh, it drove me crazy after whatever it was where they first revealed the Final Fantasy 1 game coming out, where they mentioned chaos 20 times in 20 seconds.
Yeah. Chaos.
Everyone was doing it in their streams. They were just going, chaos, 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 chaos. I unfollowed Mr. Happy because he did that for like 5 minutes, and I was just like, no, this is stupid. I refollowed him later, but I was like, this is dumb.
Why do you think I blacklist people in Limsa if they spam the same emote 10 times within 10 seconds? They know they're no longer worthy of my chat screen ever again.
Every time I go to Limsa, if I don't see Uwu posted within 10 seconds, I'm disappointed.
I don't mind the normal chaos that is Limsa, but like if you're just sitting there like hitting the same emote over and over again, then
Oh, were you on with us when we were in Gilmore and there's like two people were like slapping each other back and forth?
No,
But they left
thank
their...
God. No, I did not witness that, and I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, they left their chat log on, so it was just the two of them slapping each other back and forth.
That's
For like
weird.
5 minutes straight.
Man, no one keeps their houses open in our new neighborhood.
Oh, there's one neighbor just down the hill from us that their house is open, and they have like this library and like this little like hovering nook room that's really cozy. And I'm just like, oh, this is a neat little place to like rest and read. And then I looked down and I realized I was in a smut room because there was a pair of underwear on the ground.
that's funny. It's worse.
Hey, heard something about a pair of underwear on the ground.
It was fine.
I found this empty plot and there's two people sitting here. As soon as I walked up, they turn around to the placard. I'm like, it's all right. I'm not here to buy a house.
I should go transfer mine right now just to piss them off.
I
I'm not
was
gonna
like,
do that.
don't worry.
Even if you were, like, I don't know.
And the reply, I want to die.
Yeah. I'm really glad I didn't have to go through that process to get my house.
Yeah, my FC house I have on my other character, I was able to get because I was at my mom's for Christmas break.
Yeah.
And I literally just like stayed up all night on my PlayStation 4, just click, 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 click. And I missed one house. I was like, ah, shoot. And then there was another one, so I stayed around for that one, and I was just like chit chatting with the person, and all of a sudden I got it, and I was like, yay! And
Nice.
he tried to give me this huge guilt trip. I was just like, I don't want to hear it.
I mean, yeah, sure.
I mean, it's not my fault. He was like,
He was,
oh, my girlfriend was so looking forward to this. I was like, tell her I'm sorry.
Sucks for you.
Swerves, you want to join to help?
Sure. Where are y'all right now?
We're on the second one, the second time.
Yeah. I can join.
Oh, Sindle's ready.
Yep.
So, what is that?
What?
Do you need any particular role, or are you all good?
Whatever you want. Once we get Oh, I invited the wrong person.
I was like, wait. Yeah, exactly.
Wait, what?
Did I join?
I
Just
mean,
press getting him into serve.
he can join if he wants. But
I just saw SW and I was just like, yoink.
The other Swear Swiss.
SWNY, yeah. Yeah, Zoot, this house is the one that's open.
Which plot number is the one you're talking about?
I don't know about the plot number.
Alright. Let me see if I can find you guys.
Ooh, you're a
Hold on,
bard,
sure.
Swerves.
Yeah, and I'm not even level 80, so sorry if I hold everyone back.
It's
Yeah,
alright.
I won Blue Mage last round, so.
Wes and I duoed it last time.
With like half as many hit points as in level 80, one level lower. And
Gear scaling.
yeah, I know.
So how do I play Black Mage now?
Fire, 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 ice. Fire, 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 ice.
Just give me a heads up if there are any mechanics I need to be aware of. I know there's this duty ability.
Use it. Basically, any time that it looks like an obvious time that you don't want to be on the ground, you want to use the ability.
That was a lot faster with everyone alive.
Yeah.
Oops.
I like the music. This is a very interesting house.
This is.
Yeah, this is the little nook I was talking about.
Did they cover up their downstairs?
Must have.
All right, I need to know where you guys are.
You can't get
Can you
to
give me
their
like
basement.
Can you get me like a map position or something?
Let me step outside and see what
Alright.
plot it is.
Yeah, lot number.
Are you done with your solo stuff, Khalif?
Yeah, I'm ready for Sigma 1.
It's 36.
You can help us with the last couple.
Okay.
If he wants to.
Of course I
No,
can.
he will.
Yeah, Zoot. Or,
I don't like this place.
oh, you haven't even seen the worst of it yet.
There's nowhere to go.
Here, follow me.
What he hasn't told you is this is actually his alt's house.
No, I can't.
He's gonna
decorate.
trap you.
Yeah, see, I came in here, I'm like, oh, this is nice and cozy, and then I look down.
Oh. Scandalous. But still, they closed up the basement. It doesn't make any sense.
It looks
Because
like
they
it's-
needed all the 400 items for this.
The other thing that bothers me is there's like this little office space over here that you can't get into.
Which house are you looking at?
Plot 36.
I bet a Lalafell could.
Possibly. And then there's like this chair up here with the cigar. That is surrounded by lots of flammable.
Yeah, that's a fire hazard. You need to call
Man,
Fire Marshal Bill. Then you have this complete empty room. What a gee, I hate this house. Honestly.
No, like I ran in here and I found that little nook, and I just plopped down on the couch with Play Dead to like curl up and lay down. And then I realized I'm like, I don't feel clean anymore after laying down on this couch.
I bet the person who designed this house hates life.
Bold claim.
This is what I would imagine for Urian J's house.
just a bunch of bugs and hates life.
Is unlocked.
Nice.
Oh, wait, they said be right back. I forgot.
Oh, that's okay. It'll just time out or whatever.
Wait, counterpoint. It can't be Urianje's house because there's no like little Von Brenda figure in the smut room.
What?
I said there's no little Von Brenda figure in the smut
Moonbreda.
room.
Remember.
Whatever, he doesn't actually like her. It's just a facade.
What's the pull tip on the wind up margarita again?
I made a character in WoW named Moo Brita.
Please tell me it wasn't a Tauren just to trigger people.
Of course it was a Tauren. Tauren
Yeah, here you go.
warrior.
It wasn't a Tauren.
The anatomically accurate representation of Moon Brita was secretly crafted by none other than Urian J immediately following the ultimate untimely passing of his beloved companion. What he did with it before it passed to your hands is a tale best left untold.
That's
Ew.
unfortunate. That's really,
See?
really disturbing.
It's
actually,
canon.
See?
like really disturbing.
That's messed up.
Koji.
None of you believe me.
You need delete minions now.
I wish.
All right, Ezra said he's ready whenever you guys are.
To be honest, I thought they were leaving the party when they said they were walking their dog. So I get for half paying attention.
You know that in that house, I keep seeing a little minion run across the ground, and I don't know who it belongs to.
If it's a cat girl, it's Wes.
Oh, okay.
Way to call me out there.
It's nothing everyone doesn't already know.
Fair. I'm not exactly so.
I love Alpha. So freaking adorable.
Yeah, I was looking for my alpha minion and I can't find it.
I swear, Pelican Essus runs to the corner again just to try to frog me like she did last time.
Don't be in front of it.
Missed that one.
Does Bioblaster share a cooldown with something else?
Yes.
Yeah, drill.
Flamethrower?
Gotcha.
No.
Oh.
Bioblaster is the AoE drill, basically.
It's great because like drill says it doesn't share a cooldown with any other ability, and then Bioblaster shares cooldown.
Yeah.
So that was fun.
Ouch.
Who goes there?
Hey, Cass.
Kaz is here.
There's two types of people.
Someone who gets groceries at 9 o'clock at night.
It's only 6:30 here.
9 o'clock.
6:30.
It's 9:30 somewhere.
It's 9:30 where I am.
There are only 10 type of people: those who understand binary and those who don't.
You know, we learned about binary when I was in 7th grade. And like just kind of like as an off thing, our teacher taught us how binary works. And for an assignment, we had to do the numbers 1 to 20 in binary for our homework assignment.
Sounds awful.
It was so the way my brain works though, it was so much fun. I ended up doing numbers like 1 to 100.
Yeah, I was gonna say once you understand the pattern, because your brain probably works like mine, you just sit there going, Oh yeah, I could do this.
Exactly.
If you're just going in order, binary is easy. Converting
Yeah.
from one number to binary is a little more difficult.
Not at
but
all.
not really, but
Depends on how your
more
brain
difficult
works.
than just going in order, though. Like,
Mhm.
Here's the real test. Tell me the color blue in binary.
So blue.
I
Hold
mean,
on.
you
So
mean
first you
mean
need
the
first you need the
you mean,
hex.
yeah. Oh, so you mean the like color code of blue?
Yeah, you have to know
in
the hex
binary?
code first.
Yeah. So that would be what RGB. So 0000FF is the hex,
Yeah.
and so then you need 16, which would be one.
1000.
Yeah.
Zero.
So it would be like 16 zeros and then 00010000.
I really didn't care that much.
All right. You know,
Wow.
asshole.
Oh, I
Oh,
found it.
by the way,
Found
guys, the basement is completely empty except there's some things like offset into the ground, which makes it look really funny.
In our house?
No, in their house.
How'd you get to the
one.
basement?
I glitched through the floor.
That's why they're hiding the basement, because it's hiding all of the glitchy stuff, I'm sure.
Well, there's only like 3 things glitched through the floor, but it's just
Yeah.
completely empty so that they could use the.
Yeah.
It's Fight Club.
That's true. It could be. But what is Fight Club?
Shh.
So basically, what I did was I came over to this corner right here and just ran into the corner. Just keep running. You can't move left or right.
Oh, that's so
Whose
dumb.
house are we breaking into?
Yeah,
Lot
I hate this
36.
house. I hate this house so much.
There you go.
Lot 36. Oh, the other big house. Hold on.
Dude, this is a total Fight Club right here.
Crap sticking through.
I'm more interested in how they glitched it through the floor like that. Can you?
Oh yeah.
Literally the only thing I know about Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club.
Well, you got to remember the second rule
That's
too.
what
I don't know this. I don't know any of the rules because I've never seen the movie.
So to go back up, you just do the same thing right here. Just keep running. Can't drift left or right.
I hate this place. I'm getting out of here.
Why were we breaking into their house in the first place?
Because it's
Felt like it.
creepy.
Because there's this creepy little nook with like underwear on the
Panties.
ground.
It's like Master Roshi's house.
Weren't you on when Jenny and I discovered this the other night, Jen?
Oh, is this the same house?
Yeah.
Oh. Yes, I was on when you guys discovered this.
Oh, we have
Like,
a
did
full
you go
par-
to? Did you go show them where you were like, hey, check this?
Well, Zoo was like, I can't find any houses that are unlocked. I'm like, I know one that's
Oh, we
unlocked.
should have done this synced. No, I'm kidding.
Actually, we should have. We could have gotten Moogle tombstones.
I'm up for doing some of the later ones synced so I can try to get my Blue Mage ability.
We are unsynced.
Or doing them synced.
You can get the Blue Mage stuff on things as well.
But it's a lower chance.
Sure.
Let me know because I'll go Blue Mage 2 and give us a better chance. I don't have any spells from here.
Just remember you're dealing with a one-handed parameter if you.
Oh, you
are
guys
trying-
already went in and out. Let's see how it is.
If you want to replace me after that,
We have a full party.
Rude. So you're saying I should do something else?
you can replace me if you want. I'm almost Tindering them more than anything. So
What else is new?
I have to play one-handed because I burned my left hand. So
Oh, jeez.
so I'm moving with the mouse, the 2 buttons on the mouse, and then I'm casting spells by clicking.
What's up, Sindel? I'm gonna kick your butt. Look at this. Punk.
I'm fully playing with the mouse currently.
Rip.
Flare.
Hey, everybody stayed on the map this time.
Yeah, we didn't run away. All the way away.
All off, yeah, completely off.
I've been farming the Gimlet Dark because I need the maiming boots from there for a glamour, and they just have not been dropping.
Alright. Oops.
Ooh, it sucks to be him.
Just wait until we do it on 7.
I was gonna say.
Hey, Ed, what's going on? I didn't see you there.
Well, I have been playing Ninja more lately, so invisibility is kind of expected.
Stealth escape complete.
Alright, the Leon Hearts are dropping if you want to join, Cass.
Sure.
And or Ed.
Send an invite.
We're gonna have 2 spots anyway.
Yep. That's why I said and or.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were giving Ed a new first name, Andor.
Isn't that a planet?
Yeah.
Endor.
It's a moon,
The
technically.
moon. No, well, the Endor is the planet, isn't it? It's the just
Well,
Yeah,
the,
it's the
Oh,
fourth
yeah, that's
moon
true.
of Endor.
yeah.
Cassian's name from Rogue One. Andor.
That too.
Why do I know that name Andor though? It's gonna drive me
Yeah.
crazy.
Ender? Ender's game?
Not Endor, like Andor. I mean, it's
Andorians.
Yeah, that could be it.
Star Trek.
Andorians.
that might be it.
It's a television series based on Cassian.
Hey Zoot, can you switch back to tank real quick? Thank you.
Are you planning on tanking for us?
Yep.
No.
What do you mean?
What do I need to do?
I'll go Gunbreaker.
I have White Wind.
Good job.
Hey,
I
Rebecca.
I will generate all the aggro.
Hey, Rekka.
Hey.
The house looks amazing, by the way.
Aw, thank you.
I love it.
It looks alright. I'm kidding, I like it. I'm just kidding.
Give it a 5 out of 10.
What do you want?
Don't listen to
changed?
these jerks.
Yeah, I take suggestions. I think somebody here, a dork, suggested a theater, so now we have a theater.
I want the basement to just be a giant pool. You just walk into water.
Just one big pool.
No,
One
I
big
want it
pool.
all blocked off so we can stuff everything up top like these other guys did.
You can actually make a pool.
Well,
But-
get it done. I'm joking.
Don't even
But
decorate the
we are
basement.
out of
Flooded.
housing items.
Yeah, we hit the limit. 400 total.
It's amazing how much bigger it seems when you put in like walls and separate the room.
Yeah.
It was just all open before. And shoot, now that I think about it, really should have had some like before and after pictures.
Uh-oh, I see a gap in the wall.
Do I need to heal? Is that what's going on here?
I don't care.
Someone needs to heal.
Nobody's on a healer, so I can.
I'll heal. Don't worry.
I'll switch. I'll switch.
I can heal as Gunbreaker.
I'm a
Or are
healer.
we going synced or unsynced?
Unsynced.
Unsynced.
Then yeah, I'll heal. It's no worries.
But I have Aurora. And Heart
We're
of
going
Light.
synced. And
It's okay.
Alright,
she'll
then
just
I'm gonna
die
Blue
like
Mage.
before, and then you can heal with Aurora.
I'll glare mage.
Exactly.
Yeah, white mages don't heal. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I actually do about 6k DPS on my white mage. 7k.
What's with
Yeah.
this Knights of the Round Table room?
The war room, right?
Yeah.
The war room with the private bathroom and the
That's not
bed
what
and
you
the
do.
love couch.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is
Sure.
more less of a war room and more of a naughty room.
Hey.
It's the
Just
war
need
of
to
the
put it-
heart.
This
need
is
a
where you
photo.
play spin the bottle, and then you go into the next room.
So I just got to put a pole in the middle, and we got a
Yeah.
showroom.
There you go. That's right. Take out the table, put in a pool.
We have lots of chairs in here. I think we could probably save on the housing items with less chairs.
And where? The theater?
Yeah.
Make a cabaret club in one room, and then like a VIP room.
Am I missing the theater? Where is it? Downstairs or upstairs?
Upstairs.
Upstairs.
Oh, that's why.
It is
It's up
pretty
here.
cool. And it's my favorite zone. You got my favorite zone on there.
Dude's like,
Holy cow.
I'm a fan of this room.
It's the picture of the home world or home zone of my people.
Is it really though? They're nomads. Is it really their home zone?
Yes.
Is it possible to like push this stage further into the wall at all?
Nope.
Okay.
Are we ready
Just
for
'cause,
Sigma? No.
Sorry, not yet. I haven't
It's okay.
unlocked it.
Oh.
Just because I think that if there was more room by the door, it would be nice. But
I'm back at Ralgar's Reach talking to Jesse finally.
It's alright.
Yeah, he still needs to do the solo thing.
We should meet for raid night in here. Everybody grab a couch.
Someone gets up on the stage and
Stu gets up on the stage and gives a rousing speech.
Nope. I'm gonna go through. Alright, so this is the Titan fight. We start. I pull, tank, go here. And then we go back here. And then we go here. We need more room. We need a full stage.
I'll
Just run through
go
the
to
fight.
left, you in groups go to right.
Find your light party.
Look at it. God, I've seen some companies that have meeting rooms like this.
this shelf should have snacks, I think.
Should have an aquarium.
Do they have a popcorn machine housing item?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's too bad.
I said the exact same thing when we were in there. I was telling them this should be a theater, and then back here we need a good popcorn maker.
I mean, I found the toilet.
Toilets. Had to upgrade. Bigger house.
No, you did a great job on the all this.
Thank you. I kind of wish I had more items to play with, so I could deck out the details.
I like the Tsukiyomi background for the aquarium.
I find
really
it
like that too.
interesting. I find it interesting that a small house gets 200, and then a medium is 300, and a large is 400.
The large
Like-
is so much larger though.
Yeah, exactly. The space does not.
Yeah.
You can pack more with the 200 in the small than the 400 in the large. I almost think it should be 246.
Yeah. And it's also weird how like a giant item counts as one, but like a little knick-knack, like a dish, counts as one as well.
It's almost certainly just more of a rendering issue than anything, but
I mean, if you come across any items you really want to put in, you can always like take out a chair
Or something like that, yeah.
or here and the other little one, you know.
God forbid when you actually flip this to Christmas.
This is Christmas.
this is Christmas.
It already is Christmas,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
Did you see
okay.
the
The
Christmas
main
tree?
entrance. you
The
go-
one
you go
tree.
down.
There's two trees.
Oh, I missed the second.
And
tree.
the Santa chicken.
Oh my God, you got rid of this whole wall of accoutrement,
Santamer.
like all the band equipment and all. You got rid of all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just an empty. It was cluttered otherwise.
Like we don't need both of these couches here with this fireplace. You know, you have room to play.
I do have room to edit which things I want and which things I don't. I can take a small item out here, put a different item there.
Don't get
Yeah,
rid
there's lots of
the-
planters everywhere. You could get rid of some of the planters.
My question is, which alchemist made a mess and didn't clean it up?
Right?
Eek.
Who made the green glue just spill out? That is not company standards. You work in the factory, you gotta go up to factory standards. Yeah, put some spare pipes there.
You could probably also pull down a couple of these posters if you had items you wanted to put up.
Yeah, there's room to play.
Yeah.
Might take down some small ones to add to the theater.
I do like the company chest having all the gold spilling out. It makes us look rich.
Speaking of gold, I gotta ask Abo to refund me at some point.
Oh, there's no more fuas in here.
Yeah, like,
There were like a whole bunch in here, but I thought I had one, so I didn't take one. And then I went into my room the other day and I'm like, oh, I don't actually have one.
like I said a little bit ago, my favorite room so far is the library.
Oh?
It's just so nice.
Yeah. I like how I did that. It's got that atmosphere of a library.
Paramount, for a second, I thought this Santa chicken mannequin was you.
Yeah.
It's too big.
You can always take out these two bookshelves too.
It's too big to be me.
Well, if you take
I'm
out
not
the two bookshelves,
You're
it's
still growing.
I'm not that big.
maybe, but
Dad, is that you?
I'll get one of these towers someday. The art of putting things in other things is very clever.
yeah. But it's not aligned, and that bugs me.
Erika, have you seen my incomplete job with the old medium lot?
I have not been to any other house in a while. But I will come check it out. What have you been doing with it?
Well, not too much yet. I've still got to figure out what all I want to do with it in total. But I've got it started.
Those were interesting pants. My retainer just came back with these. If anybody would like them for a glam.
Only problem I have with those is the lack of dyeability.
Yeah, that's true.
It bugs me you can't put stuff on the stand. Or this stage, you can't actually put anything on it.
You need to put like a microphone up there for karaoke nights.
The only way to put stuff on the stage just is the same way as putting it on the loft pieces, and you have to glitch it.
How do you put stuff on the loft peaches? Like, not a whole lot actually goes on the loft.
Glitch.
You have to glitch it. It's not easy to glitch.
Glitch it up a wall and yeah.
Are you ready, Sindel?
Not yet. I'm trying.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, everything between the
Between the two
are
sets of
long,
4, yeah, it takes a while.
Since there was technically like months between the.
Well, because you have the quests that are like at the end, like for finishing that series, and then another set of quests for starting it again.
Mm-hmm. Who's nearby me?
Which one?
Me in the blue outfit.
Are you talking about the person in the Space Marine Scout armor?
No. The bright dragoon blue outfit. So this is the current
I'm
glam.
talking about the nearby you part.
I can't see because I have menus up.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm staying right next.
All
to
right,
you
I
on
see
the
Wes.
window.
Okay, I see people now. So should I leave it with this shirt, or I could do this shirt dyed dragoon blue?
I mean, one's a sexy look and one is a more formal look. I mean, are you talking about leaving those pants, the
Yeah,
legs?
leaving everything the same, just the shirt. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm not 100% happy with how this looks. Okay, so the way my brain works, we have a very limited number of glamour plates, and I have way too many glamours. So every glamour on the glamour plate has to be able to be worn by every person in that class. So I had to take the boots and the gloves off of this outfit because they were white mage specific. And now I'm not 100% happy with the look. I love the gloves though. But I just think with these gloves, the shirt just doesn't sit right.
Can you put on that other shirt, or are you just thinking about getting it?
Oh no, I have it in my inventory. Let me grab it. It's dyed apple green right now.
That's fine. I'm just curious how it's going to look with your I guess the flares coming off your hips are part of the. Okay, it was part of the top.
It's part of the pants, but it goes away if
Yeah, because it's a long.
Got
Yeah.
it. I was wondering because the dye color was matching the top, not the pants.
yeah.
I mean,
Only it would be dyed blue, obviously.
yeah.
I don't think that shirt matches with those gloves.
And,
That's kind of the problem I'm sitting with.
and also remember, you're still gonna have the white shirt And
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah.
too much white for a blue mage.
Oh no, this is my white mage.
Oh, this is your white mage. Okay. So why are you making it
Hell
blue?
will freeze over before Jess has a blue
Because-
mage.
But the reason it's blue is because it's Jazz.
Have you?
So you
hang on.
love blue, but you don't like blue mage.
It's a long story.
I mean, the whole purpose of it is to be extravagantly blue.
So that's one glamour.
See, that doesn't make any sense to me though. People say red mages have to wear red, and blue mages have to wear blue, but black mages don't wear black.
This one's
I do.
not.
But if you
really
go by the traditional black mage look, it's not black.
No,
Correct.
blue mage is all about the showmanship in the arena.
Here,
So
a glam that's not blue.
Go with that. That's the best one you've had yet.
I like that one.
There's a bit of blue glow to it.
You need to get the dyeable version.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah. Yeah, no.
I mean,
Hey,
that's just from the first year. I mean,
yeah.
we got that on lockdown. We can do that.
How does one glitch stuff on top of Yeah.
This is what I use for my healers.
I love that staff so much.
I love this Crystarium one. Like,
I'll have to
I don't
find
know
that
why.
the
I can't
video
explain
for
it.
you, Rika.
Hmm?
There's a video on YouTube about glitching stuff for the lofts. It would explain it better than I ever could. But it has to do with where you position basically what the hitbox is for the item that you want to lift
Yeah.
versus the wall that you're using to lift it with.
That's also a healer set I really like.
The Paglathan set. Well, it's the
Yeah.
Paglathan shirt with the boots and the gloves from
Katana Ravel.
Katana Ravel, and
Yeah.
the pants from. Oh, I can't remember. They're the shadowless bottoms of healing. It's from another dungeon, I think. No. What are these from?
Shadowless is Hero's Gauntlet.
And my healer set's all about gambling with your life.
This is my healer set.
Dude,
Yeah, the Hero's
I
Gauntlet.
can't,
What?
I can't see that set anymore without the feels.
And then my last healer glam.
This is my favorite caster body.
I like it, but then that whole quest chain.
Although
I just pants.
I really like the Omega casting body, but I haven't found anyone to do O12S yet.
I gotta drop so I can do the solo duty. I'll be right back.
Okay.
No worries. This is my Gunblade set.
What job is Gunblade?
Or not Gunblade, Gunbreaker. Shut up. I was looking at the Gunblade.
I do that all the time, Kaz.
I go super
Gunblade is one of
casual.
those new classes that you don't have access to yet in Suit.
I use that for my warrior glam.
Me too.
Front guard master race when it comes to.
I just use the same thing for all of my tanks. It's easier.
Same here.
I go a little bit more casual below the waist though because cat girl pants. And then my Dark Knight.
These Songbird boots are like the best boots in the whole game.
Of course, for Paladin, I've got the best shield set up.
Yeah, my Paladin I don't give a crap about. I hate Paladin.
I go impractical for my Dark Knight.
What sword is that?
It's from the Shisui. It's the same place where the top and the hat comes from.
Oh. Is it dyeable?
Mm-mm.
No.
But since I wanted to use this shirt for the glam, it works out. And then I'm missing a set. Hold on. Paladin.
This doesn't work for Bard at all, but it's what my dancer uses.
There's my paladin.
Nice. I do like that body piece.
And then
Here's my bard.
I don't have my summoner glam on my glamour plates anymore because I wasn't playing summoner, but this is my black mage when I eventually use it. Here, let me do this. Actually, it matches up with the relic really well, so now it's my secondary red mage.
Yeah, I went with traditional red for my red mage.
And then where's the other one? Where's my actual? There it is. Here's my other.
Here's my black mage.
My red mage is green. Go figure.
I'm happy that people enjoy the housing decor. I'm also just kind of happy just to see people moving in and out of the house. Longest time, it was just a very lonely looking house.
I spent a lot of time on that lawn.
Where's my dancer? I spent a lot of time farming this outfit.
I know. Got all these people with their non-upgraded dancer relics.
Yeah, I've been lazy. What can I say?
I love the way that they dye, because they dye so well that it matches my.
You're
Oh,
talking about
outfit,
non-upgraded
like,
dancer
perfectly.
weapons.
get out of here, farmer.
And it's hard enough finding a dancer outfit that works for a male Highlander.
I use that shirt on my samurai.
This is one of my favorite glams.
Oh, nice.
And the best part is, so look at my face for monk. And then look at my face for samurai. I just have it saved for so the visor is up or down.
And then my machinist is another one of my fave glams. Because the gun just worked so well.
You just switch through like all of your crafters, and they're all wearing the coverall.
That's just my crafter set.
Watch out for that frying pan.
I wanted to see what the frying pan looked like. I forgot what it looked like.
I mean, that could be a weapon.
And
Huge.
my bard glamour's not in here either anymore. And then this is my finished monk set.
And the way I have my bar set up, I have to switch through all my crafters to get to culinarian.
This is my crafting set.
What Dragoon weapon is that?
Augmented Lawsword.
Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah, I leveled Dragoon purely to get this weapon because I think it's the best looking Dragoon weapon in the game.
It's
And
very
then
good.
also to get level 80 maiming gear for Reaper. But this is my Reaper glam.
Yeah, this is my favorite Dragoon body piece.
I don't
Only
have a
sentiment
dragoon.
for the level 50 appearance.
There's my botanist. I love
We
this
won't-
shirt so much.
we
This is one of my favorite shirts in the game.
We won't talk about my gathering sets yet. You can see my face.
I'm not gonna lie. When you were standing over by Wes and you were on that, I was like, I don't think I was looking at names. I was like, who's just standing around with us?
All
Duty
of my
complete.
crafting- This is all my
Yay.
crafting and gathering.
And then my
I was trying to go for somewhat like a communist look for my crafting set, so that was the idea.
Communist chicken.
Yeah.
this is my miner. Oop, I should probably change back.
So should I.
Is there a tank somewhere?
Yeah, I'll go tank.
No, I just mean so I can do this.
Useless. Just go DPS, man.
Actually, not ready. Just 1 second. I gotta talk to Alpha still.
Okay.
I'm unlocking it. Okay. Now Sigmascape 1.0 is ready.
No, I'm not gonna turn Mighty Guard on. I was just doing that so that I can have Devourer up all the time, so I can actually have a health bar.
Oh, not a bad idea.
That's fair.
That's a pretty good spell.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this
No,
one.
the train. That's
This
Oh,
is
God,
one of
I
my
hate-
favorites.
I don't remember. There's a point where I die every time I run this because I don't get off the train at the right time.
I know what you're talking about.
Is this going to become a ghost train? Please tell me this is going to become a ghost train.
It is a ghost
not
train.
It already is a ghost train.
Phantom
Target.
train.
Oh, you're watching the cutscene. I was like, target it. See
Yeah.
what it's called?
Yes!
It's definitely a phantom. The phantom train, the ghost train.
I still wish they would have translated the one ability literally, because it would have been Doom 2.
I actually
It's like
came
what
up,
all.
I came up with this idea for this raid back in Heaven's Word. I had it written down and everything. It took
Yoshi
place in
P
the
stole
air,
your
not on
idea.
the train. What?
Then Yoshi P stole your idea.
He did. It took place on airships rather than a train, but it was pretty much the same idea.
So this is just demonstrating the mechanic.
All I have to say is I'm used to being the tank for this fight.
So you got the lights, and they kill ghosts. And next time, the lights and the ghosts will be chasing actual people, and so you have to get them to overlap.
I love that they show you how to run the fight, and people are still like, what? Alright, so run the lights towards the ghosts.
Not good enough. F minus minus.
F minus minus.
I legitimately don't think I've ever gotten the ghost or the light mechanic.
That was a strong bad Homestar Runner reference. If you didn't get that one.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
That wasn't thinking about. It's been so long.
Stay.
All of my references are ancient, so
I
don't
got through
have-
college on Homestar Runner.
yeah, me too.
Come back, Ali. Come back, Ali, sister.
I don't have any modern pop culture references to quote. All of my quotes are from things that are from like 2005 or earlier.
Like, we had the first viral videos, you heathens. We had
Right?
we had the Badger song and the Llama song, and Charlie the Unicorn is going to Candy Mountain.
Eh.
What about the dancing baby? Ooga chaka, ooga chaka.
Zombocom.
We're gonna kill the train before we even get to the mechanic.
You're making me actually like heal. Yeah, we didn't even get to the mechanic where you have to jump train.
Or where you have to be, or where you're forced to go into the ghost area.
Yep.
All right, I think I'm gonna go off the blue page. Not enough health. Sorry
Oh,
for
wait.
making the healer actually work.
I just realized we didn't even get to the part where he uses the ability that I was supposed to learn.
Well, that's what you just said. Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm gonna just stay here and watch you guys parkour. Because
What ability? were you
parkouring in
going
video
for?
games is like the worst thing I'm at. Like, it's my worst skill.
He was just saying the ability where you have to go to the other train.
What ability though?
Oh wait, no, never mind.
No.
It was Saintly Beam the Light. Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
There's a move that it's directly translated from Japanese. It translates to Doom Toot.
That's what I do in bed every night. At least that's what my wife and daughter tell me. They're like, "Oh my god, that was a Doom toot."
They have a blast every night.
Absolutely.
Oh god.
My daughter says it smells like a rat died in my butt every night.
Ew.
I don't know how she knows what a dead rat in a butt smells like, but that's what she says.
See, now you got me curious. Now I'm gonna go to Gilmore. See what the diable version of this looks like. The problem is that my other weapon I have to match it, the scholar weapon, is the Bismarck Codex. And if I dye it, I don't know if the Bismarck one will match.
Then you just have to get Suryu.
Oh, this is the one with the paint emote.
Oh my gosh.
Does it
It
die
is-
well?
It's so pretty.
Sounds
I
like
hate
we're
you.
going back to Titan.
Link it real quick. I want to see it. I mean, that's what you have to do the Titan fight to get the books for that.
It's
so.
the hold on. I need 8 books from Titan. Well, I've got one.
Ooh, that looks really good with shadow blue dye.
It dyes so nice.
Ooh, midnight blue dye.
No, Dragoon Blue is so nice.
Oh, I want that too.
Oh, the sky blue is so pretty.
It's good with the metallic dyes too.
Do metallic blue. That is amazing.
The pearl white looks so good. Ooh, the metallic blue does look good, and the purple,
Ooh,
and the gunmetal. Ooh, the
I was
gunmetal
gonna
looks
say
good.
the gunmetal looks nice.
Oh my goodness, I would do the gunmetal for my astrologian.
Look at metallic silver.
Yeah, the gun. Oh, nice.
Oh my god, that was so good.
The tank body piece from that looks good too.
It dyes so like every single color. It just looks fantastic. Why did you make me look?
2.0 is now unlocked.
Change of plans, guys. We're going to run Titan.
I'll never dweller.
I mean, I will totally be down to do that during the day tomorrow if you are.
Oh damn. Can I withdraw? I
Yeah,
forgot to switch from Blue Mage.
sure.
I like it white though.
Alright, ready.
Pearl white?
It doesn't need to be shiny.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
You say
for pure
that,
white.
but you know you want it to be.
Shiny is critical.
Here's the tank piece that Zoot was talking about for all you.
Yeah, I like that one.
Oh, the samurai piece is the healer piece, just with a shield over the chest.
Sure,
Have
okay.
you looked
Okay,
at that tank?
you gotta do the tank one with the metallic silver.
Look at it with the Bissell blue.
We are so sidetracked.
Abyssal blue almost looks purple.
It basically is purple.
I
It
like it.
basically is purple.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I actually
This-
like the void blue on it.
Oh my gosh, look at the maiming set.
Oh, I want. Oh my goodness, that looks amazing.
Oh my gosh. Dye that black. Dye that gunmetal black. Oh lordy.
Everyone knows mole brown is the goat color.
I don't know. I'm loving all of this in metallic silver.
That gunmetal black, it's got a little hint of purple on it. That'd be perfect for a Reaper Glam.
So, how long are we farming Titan tomorrow?
I'm down.
Is Titan normal?
No.
Oh, extreme.
No, not extreme. Savage.
Savage.
Same difference.
Debatable.
Very debatable.
I mean, Titan Extreme and Eden's Gate Sepulchre Savage are two different things.
Y'all knew what I meant in context. Giving me grief.
Did we though? Someone who is new. would not
Uh-oh,
understand.
someone's getting blocked. They're spamming the same emote constantly.
True. Blacklisted.
The heck are you guys doing?
You'll learn it soon.
We are creating art.
So this one is where everyone calls my creepy mount is from.
The little plane. Basically, she spawns a demon dude, and then he's gonna link to the paintings, and then we paint on the thing on the floor to activate the mechanics.
Yeah, we were practicing for this.
There's also a possibility that you get an emote drop from here that allows you to paint 4 different colors.
Alright, so we paint on the thing on the floor. And it starts a rain so that when he takes the fire out of the painting, it doesn't hurt us as much. See?
Okay.
Each of the frames has a unique mechanic, but same thing, you just stand on the thing and paint on it.
One of them only that one person has to do technically, but
I think it's this one over here.
Yeah, that'll be next.
It's gotta be quirky.
I love this plane.
You can get it as a mount.
It's armor. You can get out of the plane now.
Yeah, I know.
I could.
I'm gonna kill him before he gets to the next one, I think. He's definitely not doing all four. And then we're gonna hide over here.
Hide.
Nope, over here on this side.
Oh yeah. He comes
Because
up.
he goes into the painting. Yeah.
That's right.
Yay. Don't give me the junk.
Hey, some of this stuff for the set looks actually kind of nice, though.
I've already, yeah. Their sets are nice, they're just not, those ones aren't dyeable, so.
I'm almost halfway to my tank mount. 148 out of 300.
While we're looking at the dyeable stuff, there's the last two combat pieces.
It's just the caster set that's short.
I do like the maiming. I think that looks really good.
I wish the aiming had the tails like the maiming set. But then I think it's the other way around for the Eden.
Oh, but the aiming set dies very differently. In the maiming set, the sleeves and the additional stuff die, but in the aiming set, it's just the chest piece that dies.
Well, aiming looks good with metallic blue.
The green actually looks really good on the aiming set too.
You guys are rating, and I've just realized I've been playing Sims Final Fantasy Edition for the last week.
I might be willing to change up my Dragoon glamour, finally.
Any other pieces while I'm here?
Nope, you're good. Oh, look up the
Did you
Eden's
do casting?
Promise stuff. Yeah, do the casting, then Eden's Promise.
The casting?
Yep.
It's just Gaia's outfit, isn't it?
Yep. Pretty much.
I wasn't a huge fan of how this one died. I remember that. Because it dies very dark.
I fail to see the issue there.
Alright, now look at the Eden's Promise stuff.
This is the promise stuff. Oh, you mean the
Alright, that is, yeah, promise.
this is promise.
Is it?
Yep.
Look at the Eden Gate fending armor then.
Which ones are you trying to?
Yeah,
I
this
just
is
said-
the promise fending.
Yeah, Eden Morn is promise.
Yeah.
Eden's Grace is gates, and
Yeah, the Promise tank body piece is the one I really like.
yeah, it's really nice.
That's the one I just linked.
Yep. I want that one so bad.
But oh man, you told us.
Man, it looks good with pure white dye.
This is the middle level.
Yeah, I don't like that one as much.
I like the helmet of Maiming from the Unicorn.
I could go for the striking one for that.
Yeah, the striking looks good.
What does the scouting one look like, I wonder?
I'm getting there. Oh yeah, the striking one's pretty neat. It reminds me of Orin from Final Fantasy X.
The tank one in the pearl white looks good, but it's not my favorite tank piece.
Whoops.
Rap.
Yeah, my dog's having a time.
It also looks good in the brass as well.
Yeah, I don't like these ones quite as much.
Aiming's good, scouting not so much, and the striking's good.
I actually like the aiming.
Bending's
hands
nice
from
too.
that.
Here's the other two. I think that's all of them.
I like the aiming, but I had to take my mask off. It's clipping too much.
Alright, let me know when you're ready for 3.0.
I'm done. I think Sindel's still working on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna be sad and broke when all the teleportation costs go up.
It's not going to be that bad.
I still wish that, like, on April Fools or something, they changed the price to go to the moon to be like what the person calculated it out to be. It was like 43,000 gil or something.
Anybody want to see any of the Omega stuff? Oh, that stuff's not too bad.
I have that. I'm Diamond Armor, if ending it, was my E6S glamour. I kind of remember this one.
You don't remember this one?
The
Yeah, I
Guardian.
barely remember this one.
This is gonna be interesting.
I'll try to grab the ad.
The monitors behind him shows stuff, I think.
Yes, they do.
I think they do too.
I love all the remakes of the old tunes from the old games.
What is this from?
All of Sigma is about Tom
Yeah, I don't remember exactly which game, but just the tunes remind me of it.
He's bringing out that thing.
Look, it's the physics-defying missiles.
Ninja Man's coming. Rude. Oh, we're literally just pushing all the ad phases so that the ads don't even come out. Oh, hi. Wow, that hurt.
I've seen these animes before with tentacle simulations. I'll bet that would hurt if you stood in that.
Hey, we got an ad. This is supposed to be the third one. We've only... Just like in Great Google.
Where is everybody?
You can get out once the chains are there. Go, go, go.
Oh, that was close.
Ow. Freaking paralysis. One each.
One each.
Get out. Or just sit there and take it. That works too, Wes.
That's why every time I try to proc cold fog, it like falls off right before I dig in.
I need to drop off out of the group for a little bit. I can probably be back in a while.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere. I'll still be on voice. I just
All right, now we can talk about Paramore. You guys notice how he always has a chicken head?
He always seems like he's in a foul mood.
This one is really nice. If I were to change out my paladin, I would probably change to that one.
I live here, so I'm not going anywhere, but you don't have to talk to me anymore.
That's from the 3rd tier, right?
Mm-hmm. There's the tanking. There's the maiming. It's basically the same as the tank one. And then the striking.
Yeah, one major difference between the tanking and maiming is shoulder pieces. Tanking has 2, maiming has 1.
I like the striking one.
I do too. Wow, that's nice.
Check it out in the metallic sky blue.
What the heck is on the scouting one? What is that?
That's kind of weird.
Like the boss from Void Ark.
Oh, the aiming set's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Alright, and the last 2. Oops, wrong thing.
Not that I can really talk about aiming fashion since I just wear this like grungy brown coat.
Well, the casting is nice.
Yeah, I want that legitimately for Blue Mage, not just for glamour, but to actually use on Blue Mage.
Doesn't fit my character at all, but I do like that healing.
I don't like the tails on the end. They look weird. Picky, picky, picky. Baby seems to be having a time too. She's had a day. She's just been so cranky about everything all day.
Zoot, I see you over there flexing with your 200k health. Wait, how do you have that much health with no food?
Party buff. And I have like the upgraded Crypt Lurker stuff.
Yeah, but I was trying to calculate that out, and I thought you were still short even with that.
Oh yeah, I have the party buff because we have at least 4 people in the zone.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, hit O and then at the bottom it says party bonus. And it says strength, dex, fit, mind plus 4%.
Aha.
Like someone just came to the zone and my health went up more.
Where is everybody?
All of ours did.
Well, yeah.
On the
I know.
roof.
Oh, rude.
If you were a blue mage, we could get you up here real easy.
I'm curious now to see what my health is on my set.
So Husky just released a rock version of the diamond weapon theme, and it's amazing.
I'm only at 197. Was it just dropped to 198?
Yeah, it's because people are changing jobs. You get
Oh,
less.
so we don't have a full party now because we don't have the right makeup.
Well, we have more people in the zone than we did before, but when you have overlapping jobs and roles, it drops.
Gotcha.
I'm ready when you guys are.
So, like,
Same.
everyone in the zone turned to machinist that you can.
I'm a machinist with arrows.
Yeah, I'm watching. Yeah, because we don't have a magical ranged.
Yeah.
So if I change to healer, somebody changes to a mage, and then somebody changes to melee. We just need a magical ranged. There, now it's up to 5%. The Zoot's health is up to 204. They really want you to play with a little bit of everything, don't they?
Yeah.
We are all ready whenever you are.
Yeah. 1 second. Yeah, so it's not even... It is by roll, because you can see them light up at the bottom there. But it's also by... You get sort of a penalty by repeat jobs.
Kefka. We're not going to see any of these mechanics, and then we're going to go do them on Savage, and they're going to be like, what?
Okay, so you can introduce them to a mechanic.
Pretty sure we're still doing Savage on unsynced though, right? So
Yeah.
even you'll still have to see more mechanics, but
Yeah, but that's still God Overdrive.
yeah. Not saying it's easy, just
Yeah, I did a whole bunch of runs with a pickup for this, and we were all like sort of learning it as we went. And by the very last pull, we did it flawlessly. the tank was like, "Oh, good job! We finally got it on the last pull." I mean, they were nice about it. They weren't mean about it, but it was funny.
Yeah.
Last night at like 10 o'clock my time, Dave and Ox and I joined. It was 10:30 my time. Dave and Ox and I joined a party finder group to farm the dog from Hell's Kier, and we spent about 2 hours in there, shuffled a couple players here and there, and everybody got the dog but him.
Aw.
And I felt so bad. I was the second to last one to get my dog. No, I was
That's the
third to
last
last.
one I need. I have 32 totems.
Wish I could give you the 16 that I have.
I wish.
Then I would just ask for your Tsukiyomi totems in return.
I have 77.
So mad. I only had 23 more pulls. Nope, get in there, get in it, get in it, get in it, get in it. Rip all y'all. When it's the question marks, it's the opposite. You want to be in the AoEs when they're question marks.
I didn't even catch that. Glad you said that.
No, to make it more interesting, here comes the tower.
Yep, the statue's gonna do stuff.
Well,
He's gonna move to the side, and he has a knockback, so you want to move to the side that his hand moves to. Over here. Oh, and I lied. He puts the knockback on the opposite side of his hand. If I killed you, I'm sorry.
Nope, no one did.
I knew it had something to do with a knockback. Stay in it, stay in it, stay in it. He's gonna teleport to the other circle. You don't want to be in front of him.
That move is very important for Savage.
He's gonna put the knockback up again. This time you don't want to be in the bacon strip.
Oh, arm's length. I can't find it. Oh.
Wow, that was a fun little combo mechanic.
No joke. Tricky, tricky.
You guys aren't even gonna see the other 2 levels of the statue.
Don't DPS. No.
More dots, more dots.
So there's 2 more levels to the statue. Hey, get your baby Kefka. Oh, I don't think I have the Kestrian scroll. Wow, I rolled a 4.
Dude, I'm disappointed. Not one hyperdrive cleave.
Disappointed that I'm not a bad tank.
Kefka's a guaranteed drop, so if you were to come back and run this again, you'd have another chance at him. Alright, enjoy your cutscenes, y'all.
Did anyone watch the WoW 9.2 stuff?
Nah, I didn't
Nope.
even need to watch it to see how much of a shit show it was.
So, I didn't think much of it at like this particular point. I kind of heard it at first, and I was like, "That's kind of weird." And then I saw someone post about it, and they said, "Imagine." I'll say this without spoiling anything. But imagine in Shadowbringers, you get to a zone with people that talk funny, and you had to do a bunch of unlock quests over a long period of time to learn what they're saying. That's 9.2. That's their new system for 9.2 is they call it Cipher of the First One. So you have to unlock their language. It's so dumb.
No, my
Where's
favorite
that
thing
for?
of this-
Wow,
Oh,
their new
the new
patch.
patch.
Next thing we know, they're gonna bring back weapon skills from before.
It's
My,
just
my favorite.
go ahead.
I was gonna say my favorite take on 9.2 is from the moment I started Warcraft 3, I wanted to eventually confront the secret bad guy secretly behind the Lich King that we didn't know about. No, not Sargeras, the even more secret one that was so secret not even the Raiders knew about for 20 years.
Yeah, and then along the same lines, I saw someone on one of the YouTube comments say, "Yes, Zareth Mortis. I've always wanted to go there since I found out about it 27 minutes ago."
Like, as soon as I saw the quote about like, yeah, we're pulling strings from all the way back in Warcraft 3, I'm like, this is insulting to the Raiders of Warcraft 3 because you're hijacking their plot line for your own made-up shenanigans.
I mean, I just feel like they're following in Final Fantasy 14 steps now. Like, obviously,
But worse.
well, that's usually what happens. But so obviously Yoshi P and his team, when they started coming up with Endwalker, they knew they wanted it to be an end of a story. I mean, Yoshi P has a lot of personal reasons why he wants that, because right now he's just making someone else's story that he was handed to, more or less. I mean, they got to flare it up and make it good. But in 6.1, we're going to get like a Yoshi P original, which is pretty exciting. And there's no way that Blizzard was thinking at the launch of Shadowlands, this is going to wrap up some long story. They're stuck. Like, they just don't know what they're doing. So they're just like, oh yeah, we're going to finish the Warcraft 3 story. And everyone's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that was never a case. Like, yeah.
We finished the Warcraft 3 story in Legion.
Like, it just seems like none of their stuff is planned out. Like, it just makes no sense.
It's not.
which is why Sylvanas is the main villain in like 4 different expansions.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't worry, now she's good again. Like,
Oh my god, no! I had to quit after that.
The time I was like really interested in this story and I was trying to figure out what was going on was a time when they had no like MSQ progression or path, and I think that was Cataclysm, because I played it way after the fact. And like I was like, how do I find out what happens with Thrall and stuff? And everyone's like, what are you talking about? I was like, where's the main story? Like, what's going on with Thrall? They're like, you just do the zones. It's like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, my final I quit on never coming back moment for WoW was actually just after release of Shadowlands. I went and tried out the new player experience because I like to try out any new changes they do for that. And they had graphic errors that were alpha level errors that should have been fixed in the alpha builds. It's like, nope, I'm done.
Yeah, I don't know what is. I don't know. Like, I won't say I won't ever go back. Like, if 10.0 looked like it might have some fun stuff, I would maybe play it for a month just to see what it's like getting to max level. But that's what I've done with every expansion. Like, I get 1 or 2
same here.
characters to max level, and then I'd play the next expansion.
the thing that killed me with the story was when they took Sylvanas, a character known for her, like, cunning and, like, taking indirect routes and stuff like that, and then turned her into I'm extremely obvious, like, Saturday morning cartoon villain, and then are like, Oh, it's because she was being mind controlled the whole time, guys. Just give me a freaking
Which was
break.
never the case. Yeah, that was that.
Yeah.
They were never thinking that at the time.
No.
But
You'll-
It's so bad for me that not only did I just uninstall WoW, I uninstalled everything Blizzard off my computer.
pretty much. Like, I mean, that's been Sylvanas' whole shtick since Warcraft 3 was, I broke free of the Crown of Domination, and now, like, I'm fighting for my freedom and the freedom of the Forsaken, and then now she's...
And like, I don't know. The thing I can't figure out is when you bring up story to WoW people, they're like, well, no one plays it for the story. Then I want to be like, well, then why does the Blizzard team try to make up a reason for doing anything? Like, why do they make up story of how you get to whatever raid you're at? Why don't they just plop it in place and be like, play? It just seems like there's disconnect where Blizzard wants to explain what's going on. They're just not very good at it, and the people playing it don't care.
No one cares about story. Awkwardly looks over at my 3 Chronicle books on the desk beside me.
Yeah, right. I'm the same way. I'm all about story. I play games for story, not for grinding. That's why this game's got me so well sucked in.
Yeah, I'm super excited for
Yeah,
next
I'm
year
sort of the
when
middle of the road. Like, I don't know. It took me a while to pay attention to the story in this game. Uh-oh, who'd we lose?
I don't know.
Ed, I think?
And
yep, it
Yep,
was
there he is.
and there he is.
Okay, I was gonna AFK to get food, and I had to rip on Blizzard, so
You can invite me back, by the way.
I'll be fine now.
Some of those housing glitches are hard.
I had someone who I went out of my way to make a scheduling change for. And then he's like, I had the wrong weekend. It needs to be the weekend
Oh.
after. I'm like, oh, come on.
that's everyone that was waiting for the expansion to come out.
I mean,
Yep.
Yeah.
Is there? I got the date wrong. Can we postpone my PTO by 2 weeks?
PTO would be one thing. This was like, I had to reschedule
While
all the
I log back in, I'm gonna go get myself something to drink.
I had to reschedule all the room. Like, I had to reschedule 3 different rooms just now in order to make it work again.
That's fun.
And like, it's 4 days before the schedule goes out to students, so I like had to do it now so that it actually gets put through. And as soon as it goes out to students, there's no changing it.
Should have tried to rope 3 of you into doing Gimlet Dark with me again. I'm trying to get the maiming boots, and they will not drop.
I don't think I have that instance yet.
It's the very last dungeon in Stormblood before you start Shadowbringers.
Oh, then yes, I do have it, and I will happily run it. For some reason, I was thinking it was the last one in the Shadowbringers expansion.
Oh, Stormblood going into Shadowbringers.
It's the one you see in the Shadowbringers
Trailer, yeah.
trailer, yeah.
I need those boots, and I ran it like 6 times today on my lunch break, and no boots.
No boots
Even
for
every
you.
single group I ran with even was like, yeah, we'll pass on them, no worries.
No boots, no boots.
I want to know what this stupid thing around Jesse's chin is.
Agreed.
It's almost like she's Jaws from James Bond.
They sell that helmet.
It has no functional purpose. It looks like my old wrestling helmet in high
I
school.
think it's supposed to be like a chin guard or some shit.
I'm back.
I think it says that on the tooltip.
Some kind of chin guard or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be a perfect tooltip. It kind of protects your chin or some shit.
Unless you're Glass Jaw Joe from Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
That's right.
I cannot get this housing glitch to work.
See, it's for like when she gets too thirsty for Cloud, and then you can just pull it taut. And...
Jeez.
Wow.
Poor Jessie never stood a chance, rip. At least they gave her, like, something to do in the remake. Bless her heart. Ooh, here's a fancier version.
Tag along.
I still don't have the PS whatever to play that game.
You just need a 4 to play the original version. The DLC is what's PS5 exclusive.
I can't find a 4 anywhere either.
Oh, rip.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have thought a used 4 you could pick up at GameStop anywhere.
I'll have to try finding the GameStop.
This poor GameStop. They were about to go belly up, and then everybody was like, we're going to be dude bros and buy their stock and ruin somebody's day with a hedge fund. And then now GameStop's like, we have all this money.
Just I remember seeing like cartoons like you walk into GameStop and there's like red carpet and there's someone there giving you caviar when you walk in the door.
They're still downsizing their physical stores and moving into the online market. My husband's actually gotten a few job offers from them.
I still remember a time when you would go to Walmart or Best Buy and you'd buy a game console, and that no longer is a thing.
What is this going place?
I still remember standing in line for the Burning Crusade expansion at midnight, and then like getting it and fucking driving home to go install it and download as quick as possible.
Me too. I like the convenience of not doing that anymore, but I miss the social element of that experience that you don't get to have anymore with community.
Because of course, camping there for like 3 hours before they opened at midnight,
you make friends.
Yeah, you made friends.
Yep, that was me, the last Harry Potter book. We were there for like 4 hours before they opened early even. They opened it at like 10 p.m. to let people in to line up and get your wristbands and stuff. And then they would start selling the books at midnight because legally they couldn't sell them until midnight. But yeah, we were there forever. We ate dinner in line.
So let me tell you, one of the reasons I divorced my first wife was when when book 7 came out. We had been doing the midnight release since like book 4. And then when book 7 came out, we had this whole read party. Everyone was getting ready for it. Everyone was going to come over. We had everything decorated and ready to go. So we all show up. We buy it at midnight. We drive home. And then about 20 minutes into reading, my wife all of a sudden goes, "Oh my God." And I don't know if people care or anything, but she announces a very pivotal death that happens, which is, of course, like 3/4 of the way through the book. And we're like, what the hell? She goes, oh, I'm reading like the first and last page of each chapter just to get through it, and then I'm gonna go back and read. And we're like,
What?
get the fuck out of this house, like right now.
What is your monster?
Oh,
Jeez, no
again,
soul.
that's why we divorced. No, it's not why, but it sits in my soul when she did that.
I say it didn't help.
It definitely didn't.
Good lord. Yeah, we picked up the book. We all drove back to my friend's house. I spent the night. It was like there was like 5 of us that all stayed together that night, and we all stayed up reading as late as we could. And then everybody else had to go to work in the mornings except for me. So they all went to bed like 4 a.m. or something just to get like 3 or 4 hours of sleep. And so the friend who had the car, because I didn't have a car at the time, got up at like 6:30 to take me home, and I was still reading. He walked out into the living room to get me, and I'm like 3/4 of the way through the book, and I'm like crying, and he's like, "Okay, just don't say anything, just don't say a word. I'm just gonna take you
Absolutely.
home." I finished that book in 9.5 hours.
Yep.
Didn't stop reading.
Yeah, we all stayed up reading the whole night, and I mean, it still pisses me off to this day that big reveal didn't happen to me naturally,
Mm-hmm.
because I would have had that same reaction. Um, but no, we finished the book somewhere early in the morning, and like went and had breakfast and discussed it and everything like that. It was insane.
I miss doing stuff like that. Everything's
Absolutely.
digital now. I sound like an old person. Back in my day.
Well, but the problem is like it's generational when a series like Harry Potter comes out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't even think of another book series like that was just so entrenched in culture as it came out like that.
Game of Thrones could have been, but George R.R. Martin won't release another
Oh,
goddamn
what
book.
an asshole! He's a bad word in my house.
The books aren't even, I mean, they're good, but they're not like all that great. Like, I just want to finish what I started.
So I remember. So I read them long before the series was announced, and my wife was wondering like why I was rereading this series like for the 4th time, and I'm like, because I really do enjoy that book series, but I'm like, I need to know what happens, because of course at the end of the last book he released, a very pivotal thing
Mm-hmm.
happens, and that's where it was left, and I'm sitting
Yeah,
here
I'm
going,
so.
I need to know what happens. So then we get to the TV show, and the TV show just catches up and goes right past it. And she's like, "Well, at least you know." And I go,
No,
"No,
because
because
that character isn't in the TV show.
yes, exactly. In the book, she's not there." And I'm like, I don't know what happens in the book. It's a different story." And he still won't do it. He'll release every other story he has, but he'll write 17 prequels.
Well, and the thing is like in the edition of book 5 that I have, there's a chapter from book 6 which
Yep.
says, releasing soon. They put in the first chapter of book 6. And
That'll be a completely different chapter when book 6 comes
oh
out.
yeah. But like what happens in that bonus chapter is like so pivotal to
Uh-huh.
the story, and I'm just like, fuck you.
And then, so of course, at the same time, I was reading Robert Jordan, Wheel of Time, and then he announced that he had that cancer, and then he was going to die. And I'm sitting there going, "You mean I've got one series that's keeping me on a cliffhanger for years, and then this one, the guy's just not going to be able to finish it." Luckily, he handed over everything to Sanderson, and Sanderson took care of it. But I was like, I was freaking out that like two of my favorite fantasy series
Would
in
never be
history
finished.
would never be finished. Yeah. And I do have to say, Sanderson finished Wheel of Time immaculately.
This is why I make a policy of not reading books until the entire series is done.
Oh, you see, I can't do that.
Can I recommend a book series for you then?
Iron Druid Chronicles.
That's a
I
good
mean, I also
I was
just don't.
thinking more
I
of
also
the,
just don't read fantasy books, but
I was thinking the whole series of Dune books.
Well,
Dune, I mean, Dune is good. Yeah,
Dune is
Dune-
hard to read, though.
yeah, Dune.
Agreed.
Once you get it past like the first like 5 or 6 books,
that's my
it's
style.
it's brutal. If you want one that really throws you for a loop, if you've never read the Sword of Truth series by Terry Goodkind,
Oh, so good.
okay, but there's like a section of like 5 books in the middle of the series that are thoroughly a tangent to the original story, and then it all comes back together in like the last 2 or 3 books. And you realize like why he did this, but for like 4 or 5 books, you're going, where the hell did this whole story come from? It's almost like he had to like add a few books to the series. But that series, it's such a unique tale, at least when he was writing it. I'm trying to think of others that I've read that
There's the Foundation series,
oh
which
yes,
is now a TV show.
The Foundation is one of my has been and was one of my favorite series. I do not like the TV show.
have you ever read the Dragon Riders of Pern?
Oh, that is such a good book.
Again, I don't really read fantasy books, but
I've
I read science fiction books more.
So here's the fun part. Dragon Riders of Pern is kind of, I guess it's a little more fantasy, but it's about,
it's more fantasy, but it is science fiction at the same time.
yeah, they're like stranded in a planet, and it has this situation that the Dragon Riders, part of it is literally they tame these creatures that look like dragons, right? But there is a sci-fi aspect to it, but it's almost like a medieval level sci-fi, if you want to call it that, right? But it's a fun series. It's a mother-son team.
Nice.
Anne McCaffrey started the series, and then her son Todd McCaffrey continued it with some other books.
My suggestion would be the 3 Body Problem series.
I don't know that one.
Fantastic series, especially the first one. The first one alone is good enough to read.
Me Mother's Me, who reads the Redwall books.
3 Body Problem is a
Excuse me.
yeah, it's a science fiction from Chinese author, translated to English. But
I'm gonna read that. My daughter got into a series or an author. What was the one that the Japanese one? Hold on, let me ask her.
But no, the Redwall books are really meant for like young adults, like for kids. But I love
there's nothing wrong with that.
I love books with simple, uncomplicated, happy endings, good guys versus bad guys kind of stuff. Like, I do like adult books too, but sometimes I just want something fun.
Yeah,
I'm right there with you.
if you want something fun, don't read 3 Body Problem.
This is kind of where one of my favorite series of books to read. Granted, it's not a series, normal type series. It's a series based off of a game world. But the Dragonland series of novels, specifically the 3 seasons ones, it's such a complicated story of how good versus evil is really left versus right and not good versus evil.
Nice.
So the book that I was talking about, my daughter, so she's 11, okay?
Sure.
And she goes and reads No Longer Human by Osamu Dazai, which is a book that an anime called Bungo Stray Dogs is based off of. But this book was written in like 1948.
Nice.
And it was just so interesting for her to be like, I want to buy this book
This
that's
is what I want to read.
70 freaking years old, right?
Yeah.
We've got going forward. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have the same policy, but my friends did this too. Is that if their kid ever asks for a book,
Buy
they
the
don't
book.
say no.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I don't think I've ever said no to her on a book. Like even with manga and stuff, because I'll argue left, right, and center that you know, no, it is not the equivalent to reading a book. But if you're gonna read,
It's
I'm gonna let you read. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, my husband's reading to her right now. She loves reading, and she'll pick up a book. She's not even 2. She can't read, obviously. She doesn't even acknowledge that there's words on the pages, but she'll pick up a book that's been read to her, a million times. My husband read all
Mhm.
of Dune to her when she was an infant, when she was newborn, and he read her the Foundation series.
And
Just since he's got to sit there and hold her anyway,
Yeah.
because she's 2, 3 months old.
yeah, my daughter when she was about 2, she would do the same thing where she would grab a book and then she would start flipping the pages like she's reading it to you, but she
Yeah.
knows the story by heart. So she's like
Yeah.
she's literally reading it from her memory.
Yeah, she does that too. Like, she gets more excited about, like, if we tell her, like, oh, we're gonna go here and get, a toy or whatever. She's like, okay, whatever. Then we say, we're gonna go to Powell's and get you new books, and she just freaks out. Like, we had a conundrum because I was like, because Powell's is new and used books, so I was like, they'll have something there. We're looking for a kid's book style for the Mandalorian because she loves Grogu. And so we were like searching everywhere. We told her we were going to get a Grogu book to get her to sit in her stroller. And we couldn't find a book, and she starts getting antsy, and I'm like, oh, crap. This is not going to end well. But luckily, we found the last shelf we looked at, we found one kid's version of the first season of The Mandalorian,
Nice.
and she loves it.
I was gonna say there's a kids book called This Is the Way.
Right now, they're reading Philosophy as Told by Snoopy. That's her
There's
current favorite book.
there's a hardcover book that was just released called Star Wars: The Mandalorian: The Tiny Book of Grogu.
We will look into it. No, she loves. I don't know. I bought her some clothes with Grogu on them, obviously because I'm a nerd. But like, she's never. We don't watch TV. It's a screen-free house, so she's never seen Grogu like on TV or anything. But just from telling her who Grogu is, and then I bought a Grogu stuffy, and then I got a Grogu coloring book. Don't judge me, for Christmas for me. And I ended up giving it to her because she would just freak out every time she saw the Grogu book.
Yeah, I'm usually not one for the cutesy things like that, but I fell in love with Grogu the moment I saw him.
Everybody did. Like,
Grogu was my youngest son's Halloween costume.
Nice.
And of course, I even before I didn't like people calling him Baby Yoda because it's like, no, Yoda was the person, and
yeah.
this isn't Yoda as a baby, so it's not Baby Yoda. And we know that it's the only race in Star Wars that has never actually been given a name, so we have nothing else to call him. So I liked it when people started calling him the child.
Counting Grogu, we've only seen 3 of their kind.
And that's the funny part is the fact that there was a third one. Well, second one at the time.
Technically, KOTOR is in the Star Wars canon, so technically we've seen another one because there's a general, a Jedi in SWOTOR that is of Yoda species.
There's one in SWTOR, there was one in KOTOR.
Well,
Yeah,
KOTOR
there's
isn't
KOTOR.
part of the canon.
Really?
Correct.
SWTOR
Is that Legacy now?
Yeah, it's legacy. It's technically legacy now. They're re-releasing it, so they may be saying, "Okay,
No, I think I already saw that's still going to be considered legacy. So,
yeah,
but
I'm
that
pretty
story
sure
is still
SWTOR is Legends.
or Legends. Yeah, yeah. I think SWTOR is technically Legends as well.
Yeah, it's so far removed that like
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't."
So yeah, and then there was one other one like in a comic book around the Galactic Civil War era, but that's Legends now.
But I find it
It's all
interesting that
Legends
even in Legends, I don't think was there ever an author that named the species Yoda's
Nope.
It was
No,
one
it's not.
thing
It's
George
never been.
was
It's never been
very
named. Yeah.
adamant about was the species was never to be named.
Yep.
That is amazing.
And I highly doubt that John and Dave will name it, given
Oh yeah, no.
how
Dave
much they
Dave
respect
Filoni's
George.
too. Yeah, he's too reverent to what George created. Even if George is a douche.
I love listening to the behind the scenes for The Mandalorian and just listening to John and Dave
God,
talk, because
John
I'm
and
like this sounds exactly like me talking about Star Wars.
exactly. Dave is one of us, and I think that's why everything he touches is just so brilliant. And Lucasfilm finally got smart and made him head of creative for Lucasfilm.
Agreed.
Everything he touches is wonderful. Like the Clone Wars, I was like, this is a stupid kids cartoon show, right? I was crying at the last season
No.
of the Clone
No.
Wars.
Oh my
No, no,
word!
no.
Yes.
4 episodes, man.
Disney owes so much money to Jon Favreau.
Oh, absolutely.
We would have no Avengers without Jon
Nope.
Favreau.
Nope. Because wasn't it his call that he's like, let's cast RDJ for
Mm-hmm.
Tony Stark.
Well, even beyond that, I mean, he was like writer and producer for Iron Man.
Anyway, he's what made Iron Man happen. Like it wouldn't have
Right.
even happened without him. So
Yeah.
Yeah, no matter who they cast as Robert
Yeah.
Downey Jr.,
Yeah.
he
mean
basically
it's-
made the
Like,
movie.
Disney was like, or like it wasn't Disney at the time, was it?
It was still Marvel
It
at
was
the
still
time.
Marvel. Yeah, Marvel didn't even want to do anything with like that property or like any of that stuff, and they're like, and he's the one who pushed it all forward. So we wouldn't have an MCU at all without that.
He made him so much money.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
So much money.
I mean, you've got to think: would Disney Plus even exist were it not for him?
Yes, but
No.
Eventually.
Well, here's the fun part. If you didn't have the MCU and they didn't own Star Wars, and Star Wars wasn't producing, if you didn't have an actual successful triple trilogy and all the other stuff around it, then I don't think Disney Plus would exist, because you would only
Well,
have
Disney would be in a whole heap of trouble at the moment because they literally lost millions of dollars in revenue last year from the parks not being open. Like
Yep.
the parks do not make them money. They make zero money out of those parks, which
but
is
it's
why
for
they
publicity.
why they charge so much for their food and drink that they sell there, because they at least can make markup on that. But running those parks costs them more than it does, so they need to produce something to pay for the parks essentially.
And I mean, they're as
Oh,
far
this
as
guy.
like new animation movies, it hasn't been a lot. Pixar hasn't done a lot lately.
Pixar is sticking to their schedule. They do one about every 3 to 4 years, which
There's
is
that one coming.
which
like-
is what their old schedule was on when they were releasing the other movies. It doesn't feel that way because
What was the last movie they put out?
Onward or
Soul. No, Onward
that's
was
Pixar.
Disney.
Isn't it? Oh, you're talking about yeah.
We're
That's
talking
what I thought.
Pixar, yeah.
That's what I thought you were talking about was Disney, but
I think Soul was Pixar.
Soul was Pixar, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know
So it
what
was
that is.
Coco and then Soul,
Oh,
and then
Coco.
Coco was Pixar, and then Soul just came out after that.
When was
And then
Luca?
Soul is
Luca.
really good. It made me cry. And then they're working on a new one right now.
Soul is okay.
Luca came out in 2021. That's Pixar.
Oh, Luca's Pixar. That's right.
And then there's a movie called Turning Red that comes out next year.
Is it-
I
Yeah.
did like that Raya the Last Dragon movie. That was fun.
That's Disney.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think that
technically
was
it's all of
okay.
Disney, but
Right, but
That's
Pixar-
Disney Animation Studios. Yeah.
Disney
Yeah.
Animation Studios versus Pixar is 2, yeah. But
but they're actually Pixar has actually come out with 1 to 2 movies every year.
yeah, I just said Pixar because
Don't stack the both. Don't stack
double
them
stack.
yeah, it doesn't.
Sorry.
It apparently does matter, kind of.
both.
I didn't think
Find
it would
your
matter
right
that
party.
Matters to me. He's about to die.
much. You're fine.
Now.
Healer problem.
That damn healer having to work. Let's piss her off.
Let's not feel sorry for Disney and their not making money out of the parks, though. They mainly run the parks as an advertising campaign for
Oh,
merchandise.
yeah,
so
absolutely.
they don't make money off of movies either. They make all their money off of merchandise. So that's how Disney makes money.
Merchandising.
Because they spend more money on advertising their movies than they like. I mean, they recover it, but they don't like make enough to like care.
Yeah. Oh, I am in the wrong place.
Yeah, don't
Sorry,
be in that
guys.
whirlwind.
Yeah, I died. Oh,
Bye
well.
bye.
I get you in a sec.
Bye bye, everybody. The chicken has fallen.
Granted, it's harder for them to sell merchandise when the parks are closed because they sell a lot of merchandise at the parks, but
Exclusive merchandise that you can only get in the
Oh, no.
parks.
exactly. I don't think
this
there's
music is great.
I don't think there's much exclusive merchandise anymore, though. Like, most of it goes on to Shop Disney at the very least.
They have specific things. It's all about the. We have to shuffle the tethers.
Oh, I was just gonna invuln it.
Go to
Okay.
bed.
Disney losing money at the parks is basically just the scene from Zombieland where Woody Harrelson is crying with the money.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. The main thing with the parks being closed is that it's losing the money for all of the people who work at the parks. So it's not they're the people I'm more worried about. But
Yeah.
Like my mom.
Yeah.
Who was very, 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 very lucky to get her job back because she's back of house.
Yeah.
2, she's a secretary. 3, she's been working there for like 38 years.
Yeah.
Everybody around her age group was basically told, "Oh, you're really close to retiring. You'll get your full benefit package if just so they didn't have to lay them off."
Yeah.
But yeah, quite a few of her friends were
Yeah.
basically told that they're going to retire.
Forced for early retirement. Yeah.
And my mom just can't do that. My dad works in receiving at a grocery store. Like they don't have they don't have money.
She should have them try to force her to lay her off because does she? Do you guys live in California or Florida?
Florida. The thing is that she's at the very top of her pay bracket because she's been there so long. So compared to everybody else who works there, she gets decent money.
Right. But
And my dad is having knee issues, and he's going to have to retire next year.
so
So
what
they'll
I was
only
going
have.
to say is, if you lived in California, there's actually a law in the books in California that if you have people in similar position and there's no like qualifying reason to choose one or the other, and one of them is over the age of 40, you must fire the one under the age of 40. Like,
Huh.
you are not allowed to fire the older person to prevent that exact problem, which is like, we're going to fire you because you're at the top of the bracket and we have cheaper people. Plus,
Well, and it's also like my mom
finding a
has
job
no.
is very difficult.
My mom has no. She got an English degree in 1982. Like, she has no current life skills that she could put on her resume to get another job anywhere else.
Right, and that's one of the reasons why they passed that law, is that the rehirability of people, like urgently after the age of 40, is lower than under 40.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but no, that's
It
Florida,
sucks
so.
that now that I'm over 40, I am in that other bracket. It sucks.
I turn 40 next year, so.
I still got a few years, but I'm getting there. But no, so it is what it is. She's resigned to living out her life at Disney.
I will say there are worse places to live out your life.
They do have, for all the trash talk that people give about Disney, which is 90% true, they do have good benefits. They have a really good partnership with the people that do their health insurance. So their health insurance is very, very good. I don't think I ever paid for a doctor's appointment while I was working there full time. And like, my prescription sunglasses were Ray-Ban frames, and I still only paid $30 for them because they were covered by insurance. So they do have very good insurance, for especially considering they're in the state of Florida. And it is nice to be able to go to the parks and stuff and get into the parks for free, because in Orlando there's not much else to do. But they treat people like garbage. Like, even I didn't work there for very long. I worked there for about 8 years. And from the time when I got hired to when I got fired, there was a new CEO takeover. There was a new takeover for the person in charge of the parks, and it was a completely different overhaul of how they do their management system. And it became where, instead of being focused on, all people, guests and cast members, it became 100% about the guest. And if you're a cast member without an issue, or with an issue, you're the dirt on the bottom of their shoe. It's all about the guest experience. No matter what happens, they will not have your back. And it was very frustrating. And I mean, I got fired. It was my own dang fault because I just racked up a whole bunch of attendance points. But it was like, we moved to a new house. We were in the process of moving. The movers, the truck got there late. It couldn't get to work on time. I was 5 minutes late. They wouldn't reset it so that I wouldn't get that extra half point and get my third write-up to get fired. Because, I don't matter. See, I would never go work there again. But am I going there in February and paying a bunch of money to stay in one of their hotels and taking my daughter to the parks? Absolutely.
Yep. And that's, I've heard your sentiment a bunch of times before from ex-cast members and stuff like that. and I totally understand it. I actually went to a training one time where Disney has an entire like
They have a
professional.
brainwashing. They have a professional brainwashing video. No, you leave. You go into cast orientation and you leave ready to sign your soul over to Disney. Like, it's so bizarre what they do to people.
So what I was saying is that they actually have a program for customer service where they'll like train you on the Disney way, and it's basically their absolute dedication to customer experience at the sacrifice of everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And it shows everywhere. You know, they, like you said, if you know the guest is the absolute 100% most important thing out there. But again, when you if you look at it from the other perspective, um, for instance, there's a tour that I've been on at Disney World where you get to like go behind the scenes and you get to go through like the back, the, you know, behind the walls and stuff. And they actually tell you do not bring anyone under 18 on that tour because it will ruin the magic. And
Yeah.
it's absolutely true, you know.
It.
So I will tell you, look at the park when you take your daughter to it. Look at the park through her eyes and recognize that's what it's been built for, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I I lived that for 8 years. You go on stage and it's all wonderful and glamorous, and then you go down into the Magic Kingdom tunnel, and you're just like, this is the worst place ever. It smells like used kitchen grease and trash. I can't even walk near those turkey leg stands.
My daughter is now offended. She loves the turkey legs.
It's so... I literally get nauseous when I walk by them. Just
I can understand.
walking to work every day next to the dumpsters where they dump the used cooking oil. It's just...
My older daughter, every year she would sing at Epcot for their Christmas
Candlelight?
The candlelight. Yeah, she would do Disney candlelight, and even that little bit of an experience of like being a temporary cast member, where they
Akmorn, come back.
I was gonna say I've never had it done for. But yeah, where they give you this like dress code, and you're sitting there like, okay, well it's Disney, they're gonna be okay. No. If you're not exactly to their dress code, you're kicked out.
Mm-hmm.
That goes off fast.
Yeah, you have to read
It does,
body
yeah.
language to
Kind of anticipate it, yeah.
Rings
This fight
up,
is hard
flip.
on normal, like doing this on Savage is probably not nice.
Yeah, two rings is out.
He's gonna do a line.
Yeah,
No,
this is
corners.
cross.
This is corners.
corners,
Into
yeah.
corner.
Corners. 2 rings is move out, a ring and a somersault is move in, and then 2 somersaults is the corners. Yeah. Should be corners again.
Yes.
They change it up in phase 2, so I just...
I trapped myself in the ice.
Oh no! I can't even rescue you out of that, man. Take out the keys before we can take out the dragon.
But the keys are immortal.
a figure of speech.
That just means they don't age.
They can still be killed.
That's vampires. They're immortal.
Elves, Lord of the Rings.
Nerds.
Oh wait, I don't have my defensive cooldown yet. What?
Yeah, my daughter watched Lord of the Rings for the very first time last weekend with me.
For a while there, was reading Lord of the Rings once a year.
I don't know how you did that. I actually do not enjoy reading that novel or that series. I'll read The Hobbit over and over and over again, not Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings to me is like reading the Bible.
Then you haven't read the Silmarillion.
Oh, I have read the Silmarillion. It's worse.
Love that.
But
Silmarillion is literally the Bible.
Silmarillion is literally the Bible, yes. It's like the first 2 books of the Bible is the Silmarillion, where it's all about this guy begat this guy, and
then they sang into the void and created the world. But the one guy sang in dissonance to create the evil things of the world.
it's absolutely.
But did you know that when Tolkien was writing Lord of the Rings, if he made a mistake or changed his mind about how he wanted the story to go, he would literally scrap the whole thing and start over. He literally wrote that book basically just in one go.
After a number of attempts.
Yeah. Like, you can tell as it gets toward the end that I'm sure he didn't scrap the entire thing, but you can tell in the way that it starts at the beginning of the first book, and events that would take 4 chapters in the first book take 2 pages in the last book.
Mm-hmm.
It all starts to kind of condense in and on itself.
Could you imagine if he didn't like the way that the magma plopped when the ring fell in it, and then scrapped the entire trilogy?
You know that my daughter just said the same thing. Like, what if like he decides, oh, instead of one of these guys dying, they have to live, and so he scraps the entire trilogy to rewrite it so that the story works, that they survive.
Yeah.
What if in one of the original versions they did just fly with the eagles?
Freaking eagles are so convenient. They just show up at the most convenient moments.
Well, the nerd answer for why don't they just take the eagles into Mordor is that they are a people with agency. They're not there to be beasts of burden. So if the eagles, as a people with agency, did not want to carry them to Mordor, they're not going to carry them to Mordor.
The question is, were they asked? Because
Don't know.
they did fly Bilbo and them, you know, for no reason except to help save them, and they had no reward for it. So they would just as easily been able to be
They
asked.
say in the book, when Gandalf thanks them for coming to their rescue, they say in the book that there's something about there's nothing that they hate more than the goblins and the orcs, and they were trespassing in the eagles' territory. So
But that
saving them was
still doesn't cause them to save them. It would be for to kill the goblins.
Gandalf is known to them. That was like they were like, oh, let's go kill these guys. Oh wait, there's our friend. Let's rescue him while we're at it.
But in the end, like for instance, you know, was the decision to go through Moria? They couldn't have asked the eagles to fly them over the damn Misty Mountains.
I don't know. You know,
it's fantasy. Listen,
well,
I know.
It's the commentary. It's in the book and in the movie. It's simplified in the movie, but the sentiment that when they're getting ready to defend Helm's Deep, and Gimli's like, you know, I wish we had a regiment of dwarves here. You know, there'd be no contest. We would totally defend this keep. And Legolas says, I'm sure they have enough problems to deal with in their own lands. And what you don't see in the movies, but you get in the book if you read the appendices, is that there were simultaneous battles and wars going on up north by the Lonely Mountain and out west and on all these other places and down south, which is why the allies of Gondor in the south couldn't get up to help them defend Minas Tirith because they were fighting in the south too. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on outside the Fellowship that you don't see that
Right.
tangles up most of the peoples of Middle Earth. Sorry, I'm a nerd.
No, I
They
love the discussion.
You also gotta remember, there's the two blue wizards that they don't even.
He doesn't even give them names.
Yeah.
He
Are they
just like,
both-
oh yeah, he makes fun of that in The Hobbit. I don't know if you've seen The Hobbit, Ed, but there's a line in The Hobbit where Bilbo asks Gandalf. They're talking about
The five wizards.
yeah, and he's like, are all the other wizards like you, or are they great like Saruman, or are they like Radagast? And so he's listing the different wizards, and he's like, and then there are the two blue wizards. I've quite forgotten their names.
Yeah, I
Yep.
know. I've both read and watched. It's like with the Lord of the Rings trilogy, which another thing a lot of people don't know about that is it was written as a single book.
Yes,
It's not
Tolkien hated the fact that they wanted him to publish it as multiple books, which is why he didn't make the breaks. Like he made the breaks for the 6 mini stories in the books, but he didn't purposefully write a beginning and an end for the last 2 books. He's like, I'm just writing this as one thing, and you're just going to cut it off here, and sucks to be you.
But one of the biggest things I dislike about the Lord of the Rings movies is the lack of Tom Bombadil.
Oh, I wish Tom Bombadil was in the movies. I really.
I understand the reasoning why. Is that they're asking a movie audience who's never read the books
Yeah.
to believe that this ring has a power of its own and that it is almost has like a conscience, like a being of its own. And if you lead these 4 hobbits into the woods after the Barrow Downs, where the ring has summoned these spirits of the dead and all this stuff, and you hand it to this guy, and he just picks it up and he's like, "Oh, it's a ring, whatever," and walks away. Like, that takes away any effort they put into communicating to these people who have not read the books that this is something that you can't trifle with. Because then people who've never read the books are going to be like, well, why don't they just give it to him and he can take it to Mordor because it's not going to hurt him? And Gandalf says in the book, that I don't remember if it was Gandalf or it was Frodo musing on something, but basically that because it holds no power over Tom Bombadil, he would lose it. He would forget where it was, and then it would fall into the hands of someone else.
So my daughter actually says that the true story behind this is that you shouldn't go fishing, because if these 2 guys did not go fishing, none of this would have happened.
None of this would have happened this way to these characters. But he makes a point of pointing out in the books that the ring would have
The
been
ring would
found.
find a way. Yes,
The ring would find a way to be found.
but you wouldn't have had Gollum.
Yeah, because it probably would have gone straight to somebody else who was more corruptible, and then the world would be doomed.
I think it would have been picked up by one of the Riverfolk because
the reason that
that's an area that the Riverfolk lived in exclusively.
Yeah, and the reason that the ring stayed hidden for that extra 500 years is because, like Bilbo, Gollum was a hobbit essentially, so he had a good heart and was not as easily corrupted as a human might be, or an elf, or so on. So that's why instead of taking it to somebody evil, Gollum just held onto it and hid in the cave for 500 years. Everybody's ready. I can stop being a nerd now. I have a head full of useless information.
You do not ever stop being a nerd.
Was I really the last one to do 3.0 again?
I'm
I'm such a
almost
slow reader.
no. I'm not done yet.
I'm still working
I
on it
just
too.
finished it up.
Yeah, I left off reading them once a year a couple years back because I just got caught up in moving up here and then with the baby and everything, so it's been hard. But we bought her own version of the Hobbit book to have. So we've tried to read the Hobbit